Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. This is your captain speaking. It's been a long time. Feels like it's been way too long. I've got a box here, and I got a lot of minis in it, and it's a test batch because we have a new artist potentially. I'm really excited to get into it to see how the quality compares to BattleBrushPaints, because BattleBrushPaints obviously is awesome. New artist is PaintJunkies, and we're gonna see how does it compare. It was a lot cheaper. I'm excited, really excited. That's coming up right now.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Captain, urgent news from the General.
Why not really blow it up, Captain?
Captain Claw, embarking into hostile environment.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Captain.
No, Captain, they're alive.
Huge shout out to the Crockpots. As always, massive thank you for the support, guys. I especially feel the support when I don't post content as much as I want to, and you guys just keep supporting, keep giving. It's very, very nice, and really helps. We have Copper, Bromantic, and Woa. We have Chrome, Ghost Wolf, Jeremy the Bard, S Tier, Alien, Cameo Joe, 690 Sports, and O-Town Rip. And we have Camel Matt Rod and Captain CityRunner. Alright. So, just off the bat, look how beautiful this Luscion is. This Luscion was done by BattleBrushPaints.com. And BattleBrush painted a lot of really cool stuff for me. We had a really good relationship. Still have a good relationship. The thing is, it's not feasible for me to be spending. I won't tell you how much. More than I wanted to. Less than is, I would say this is worth. Minis like this, I don't know how much you could pay for them, but it was a good value. But I wanted better value. So I think to get better value, the quality should be lower than this, I believe. We'll find out. That being said, I don't think it's going to be too much of a drop-off. The artist that I'm using, PaintJunkies, find him on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, I believe. Yeah. PaintJunkies, one word. And so he's good. We're gonna check it out. It was significantly cheaper than. He gave me a good deal. And this is basically a test batch that I'm going to be opening up. It's a test batch that, if I like the quality, and if he agrees to it, I'm gonna send him a whole batch, pretty much all my other minis except for Ankh and except for my Zombicide. Okay, so Zombicide is like 200 plus minis itself. Ankh is 200 or 180 minis itself. And so we came up with a quote for all my other minis, not those two, which means we're going to get Team NT, we're going to have Stars and Stripes, Muhammad Ali, and Bruce Lee. Going to get those painted if we love this quality. And so I'm excited to see what I think about it, what you guys think about it. Let's go. Let's get this thing open and start looking. I hope all that makes sense. It's been a while, guys. My wife hurt her back really, really badly today. Really hurt her back. And so today's been a little crazy with that. I'm going to have to leave at some point I'm going to have my phone on. Here we go. Phone's off silent. At some point, my wife is going to text me or call me or something to put my daughter into her crib, because she literally can't do it. She's a hero. But at some point I'm going to have to just run over there. Hopefully she's asleep and I can just drop her in, come back. That's the plan. We shall see. Okay, so the 3 games that I've got that I had painted as my test, there's reasons why I did it. Okay, so one, I went with minis that had to be built. Okay, so I had, because I never even had BattleBrushPaints do this for me, but this is something that that PaintJunkies does. So he like I sent him pieces. So I ordered minis for the game Invincible, the hero deck building game. That game does not come with minis, but I really wanted to have minis because they just make games more fun, right? So I found 4 minis on Etsy, I believe. I ordered those minis. They came not built. What? Okay. She's in my office. Okay, guys, I gotta be. My daughter's in my office and she eats everything, so I have to be right back. She's 1, and she's just chaos. She was going through this bag of DVDs right here, just pulling them all out. And she handed me Ender's Game. It's a terrible movie, but she handed it to me. Noelle, hi. You want to say hi to people on stream real quick? You say hi. No, I'll put it over the gate. Ugh. Okay, I gotta just show off the cutest little baby in the world. A little ginger baby. The cutest little ginger baby. Alright, and I got a pair of scissors right here. You see yourself? Yeah, that's you. That's you. Look. That's you. That's nothing. Where are you at, Noelle? Say hi. Can you say hi? Hi. She can wave. But she's not doing it. Alright. Yeah, she's so cute. Alright, coming back. There it is! Good job. Yay! Okay. Yeah, microphone. Alright, because I'm... Oh, you talk... How do you know I talked into it? That was so smart. Alright, gotta get her out of here. Oh, hey, CityRunner. Okay. Because I literally don't know what I was... Oh, here it is. Alright. Love you, baby. Good night. Okay. Alright, so... I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I do know what I was saying. Alright, so yeah. I sent them that one because it had to be built. And then I sent my Scythe Expeditions. Never played it. I'm excited to play it. But it's a game. It's a Scythe game. So these were like the reference images I sent with the... What am I doing? I should probably just stay on this for a little bit. These were the reference images I sent. You know, so he had a frame of reference, obviously, aka reference images. These were like the reference images for like this is what you usually get. You get a little standee, right? And I was like, I'd rather have a mini. It would be pretty cool if you had minis. And then I also have, so you got it's Adam Eve. It's new season. There's a new season out. I have not watched it yet. I'm excited to watch it. Season 3? Where are we at? Season 3? I think it's season 3. So it's a test in a couple of different levels. I'm curious, did they make the trip? Because they were fragile. Like the Xenomorph guys, I will be shocked if the Xenomorph made the trip. It's like, yeah. I made it specifically so that it would have a 28mm base, so it would fit onto an unmatched board. That was my game plan. And we shall see if it made it. I keep looking at that camera because that's where you guys are supposed to be, but this camera's my camera's, the lens is like into the shot, so that's why I'm not using that shot there. Here we go. Oh, congrats on your first ginger child as well. She's a handful. She's a cutie. All right, I don't know what we're gonna do first. I'm just gonna start grabbing some stuff. So here we go. Oh, I'm excited. I don't want to break anything. Keep it mint. Ooh, okay, so we got one of the Scythe mechs. Oh man. Dude. Yeah. Okay, that's incredible. Already. We're off to a good start. Painted junkies. Come on. Sorry guys, I'm just... Okay. There we go. There we go. Guys, that looks pretty good. That looks really good. So again, never played Expeditions, but I'm very excited to play it. Look at the log. I think he added those logs in. Yeah. He definitely did. Those logs were not there. Those little sticks, those look so good. That's very cool. Awesome. And he didn't do it for these, but he does have these videos on his YouTube channel where he shows the process of doing the painting. Man, that's awesome. All right, guys, rate it. Either 1 out of 10, or you could do like an S tier thing. Give it a rating. We'll try to do all the mechs first. Ooh. That's a big boy. Dude, look at the snow. Oh yeah. The snow was one of the last things, one of the last additions, because it was he ran out of snow, apparently, his little snow thing, but that snow looks awesome. What I'm excited about too is like these are going to compare very well. They're going to compare so well with the other side that I got painted by BattleBrush. Dude, these look so good. I got to look at this one up close now. This is so good. This dude's just trudging through some mud, getting some logs chopped. That's awesome. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. Good job, man. It's a good start. This is a good start. Ooh. Okay. We got a little grassy one here. That's cool. Let's fix the focus on this guy. I like it. I love the little bushes. That looks great. That's very nice. Oh. Come on, where are the mechs at? Okay, here's another mech. I'm getting little I'm seeing the other ones before I want to. Okay, now this looks good. The water is not... I thought it was more blue. A little lighter. A little disappointed in the water. But the snow looks good. The mech looks good. And I wish the water was a little lighter. It is hard to tell that that's water. All the bases overall are very dark. Very, very dark. Which might be his style. And maybe in my notes I even said dark. But it is a very... It's very... Okay, you can see... There's a distinction. There is a distinction where it does look a little different than the land. But again, would have liked some lighter water there. But it does look good. And again, at the price I'm paying, I'm happy with it. I think he did a very good job. Okay, cool. So here we go. here we have the last. Is this the last mech? Are there 5? I think there's 5. Here's the last mech, and we got some muddy stuff, and then we also got some bark and stuff. Looks great. Looks very good. Those little hairs. Yeah, you guys keep those ratings coming in on the ones. Which of the mechs is your favorite? All right, which of the mechs is your favorite so far? I think it's the wood chopper. You got wood chopper. You got not sure what this guy is. Mulch. We got the mulcher. We got wood chopper. We got the daddy long legs. We got the bison, the snowy bison, and we got the Viking warship. Okay. Yeah, which one's your favorite, guys? Those are pretty cool. Those are gonna really do well in the game. That's gonna be awesome to play with them. I'm very excited. Wood chopper or grasshopper? Yeah, grasshopper does look really good, guys. The grasshopper looks really good. Wood chopper looks really good. Love the snowy bison. I'm gonna go with snowy bison. Oh, wood chopper number 1, snowy bison number 2, grasshopper number 3. We'll do mulcher number 4, and then the Viking ship number 5. All right. Great job so far. Thank you again, Painted Junkies. These look really good. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. I'm gonna save the Xenomorph for last because you guys are all Unmatched fans. So, we're gonna save the one that is actually made for Unmatched till the end, and then we'll go straight into his deck. So we're gonna start off with. Wow. That's incredible. Okay. So there's a couple of things about this, and I really liked his choices. So in my prompt to him, I gave him like a with when I talk to the artist, I'm always like, okay, here's what I'm looking at, here's what I'm thinking, here's your reference images, that kind of thing. If you watch the show, you know he's really orange, right? He's really orange. I didn't really want that though, because I said I want it to be gritty. I want it to be realistic, like quote unquote realistic, right? It's still a robot. It's a space robot, but I wanted realistic, a little gritty, and so he just went with this like goldish, rusty, bronzy looking thing, and it's pretty awesome. Like, that's pretty awesome. Again, just for reference, of course, it's the one that's not with those other guys. So here's a reference image that was included. And you can see the difference. Look at the color. And because of what I said, he's like, you know what? Let's go with a different color. Great choice, and I really like that. Now, does BattleBrush do the same thing? Would he have? Yes, he would have. But I'm glad that in our first test batch, the artist felt comfortable enough to go out with a Hail Mary and nailed it. Because it's easy to play it safe, All right, next up we've got Rex. Cool. Okay, so another thing that I asked for was I wanted like the battle worn. And dude, Rex looks like he's been through the ringer. Also, guys, so this was 3 pieces. All right, put it back on here. This is 3 pieces. So when I bought it, he was one piece that came with this base thing, and then the bottom base as well. So there's 3 pieces that he attached together. I think I sent a picture of how it's supposed to look, or yeah, I sent a picture of how it's supposed to look. But I mean, look at this, solid as a rock. That's so cool. And could these work on Unmatched? Yeah, they could work. They could work on Unmatched. Not gonna be the best, but it could work. All right, so look at this, guys. Battle torn. Just he's seen some damage. I like it. I like it. It's gritty. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Obviously, I think Invincible is going to be the coolest one. It's going to be so cool when I see him. I can't wait. But I do like this one. Looks great. Again, 2 pieces made into one. Next up, we have oh, this was part of the thing, right? So she didn't make the flight. She did not make her flight. That's a bummer. She looks really good, and I'm sure he'll teach me how to attach this on. But she was very, very fragile. It was like this, okay, like just barely attached there. But here I'll show you how she looks. She looks really good. Looks awesome. I will have to attach her. Sorry for the shaking. I'm not left-handed. And this is a dexterity move right here. Well, I won't be able to see that one. Alright, and then last, I'm glad he made the flight. Look how look how daintily these are attached. That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty epic right there, guys. Yeah, I loving this one. Really cool. Very, very, very nice. Very worn, which is exactly what I wanted. It's stuck together. I'm just gonna have to fix her, getting her attached. My wife texted me. She's ready for the transfer. Guys, I'm gonna pop the xenomorph on here, and then I'm gonna go. Ooh! Please stay attached. This one was... Oh, his tail broke. Son of a gun. That's so sad. I'm telling you, this one was a fragile one. I didn't know it was gonna make the trip. His arm broke. His tail broke. Oh, jeez. Poor guy. It looks like his arm broke in 2 places. Oh no. But let me tell you what, guys, he looks awesome. So as long as I could fix those appendages. Alright. So really, really cool. Looks really, really good. But he needs to go to a hospital. He needs to be treated. He's been in combat a little too much. Look at the slime, guys, on the feet. How cool is that? I don't know where to focus on because he's leaning so far. It's pretty awesome. Like, dude, that was so good. That's so cool. And Unmatched, that would be so awesome. Here's the tail. Just imagine that attached, guys. Just here's his arm. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the arm was already detached. But interestingly, it wasn't broken in 2 places. Now it's broken in 2 places. So here is, I'm guessing, where it was attached through surgery. So, there you go. I'm gonna go put my daughter in her crib. You guys can analyze that. That alien's so good. If it wasn't broken. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, that was a success. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Xeno, my fave so far. They must have gotten a fight on the way back. Yeah, I think surprisingly though, Xeno would have won. Let's be honest. 10 out of 10. Likewise, Xeno, my favorite. I'm biased, massive Alien fan as well. Yeah, so good. Do you like Alien or Aliens more? Also, Alien 3, underrated. Also, Alien 4, really weird, but not as bad as people say. The other Aliens, well, yeah, I mean, okay. So, now let's look at the deck. Here we go. Let's look at the deck. By the way, per usual, my dinner's just sitting on the floor next to me. Just staring at a big old bowl of spaghetti. I believe this is going to work. Yeah, okay, so guys, I'm very proud of this. So let me walk you through it. What's the best way to do this? Is that the best way? No. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just go back to this. Oh, this might be the way. So, I made this deck, and I've played it once, I think. I think we played it once a long time ago. And it actually was really fun, and it worked really well. And there's ways that it becomes like, there's ways that you can counter it, and there's ways that it can become like not busted, but really, really strong. So what's interesting is, so I've got an egg up there as well. I've got an egg. I've got a face hugger. They're really tiny. And so what's fun about this is you start the game as an egg, okay? So you just see an egg with 20 health on the board. And you have, your ability is Protective Barrier. You have a natural defense of 3. So it's like Luke Cage, but it's 3. Start the game with 3 cards in hand. You can't play cards or move. Hatch at the start of your third turn and move up to 3 spaces. Alright, so you move 0. You can't do anything. For the first 3 turns, you're just sitting there doing nothing. Sorry, for the first 2 turns. And then you become a facehugger. So in those 2 turns, the opponent is trying to deal as much damage as possible to you, knowing you can't defend, you can't attack, you can't do anything. You're just an egg. So they run up to you. They're doing as much damage as possible. Auto damage is incredible, right? Auto damage is so good. George Washington would counter Xenomorph. Then you pop. Boom. Now you're a facehugger. All right. You move up to 3 spaces, and then your ability is attached to host. Attached to the host by discarding 3 cards at the end of your turn. When adjacent to an opposing fighter. You can play cards as normal now. So you're a facehugger until you attach to a host. Then you become a chestburster. It sounds complicated, guys, but it's not. Just know that if you just think thematically, it works. All right. Now you are a chestburster. So basically, it just goes. There's an actual phase of egg. There's an actual phase of facehugger. Chestburster is just the turn between becoming between a facehugger and an alien, right? So chestburster at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to the host, then you become the alien. You cannot attack or be attacked. You cannot attack or be attacked. You and the host may not move. You're chestburster only during the enemy's turn after you've attached to the host. So as a facehugger, you attach. Boom, you've attached. you are now a chestburster. On their turn, they cannot do anything, right? They're just going to overdraw, basically. On your turn, you deal them 3 damage, become the alien, and now you get to do a whole turn as alien. So then as the alien... Alright, as an alien. First off, look at that card back. Let's go. No, obviously, like it would need to be like a whole license thing and whatnot. But as the alien, your ability is the perfect organism. When defending, after combat, you may remove alien from the board and place a last scene token in her place. At the start of your next turn, place alien 1 to 3 spaces away from the token. So basically, you get attacked once. After that attack, you're off the board. At the start of the next turn, you're going to come back on the board. So it's like you get 1 chance to shoot at her, and then she's gone. And she comes back. And it just goes on over and over until the end of the game, right? And so it's an incredible combo breaker. You don't want to ever, unless you want to do like a passive kind of thing, attack first action, you pretty much want to maneuver and attack every time because of this ability. And so it's really good at combo breaking. And it's also super thematic. It's so thematic to just, you pop away, they're running away from that token, and then you can just, boom, drop in close to them. If it's a tight board, move 3 center, let's say, they come shoot you, like you can just drop it literally anywhere. It's really fun, really fun. So Alien Life Cycle. You change from the egg to the facehugger at the start of your turn, of your third turn. When you hatch, you may immediately move up to 3 spaces. You can move through fighters. 2, change from the facehugger to the chestburster as soon as you've attached to a host. When attached, remain adjacent to the fighter. You will have no turns as a chestburster. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to your host and become a xenomorph. All right. Now it's not arted, but some of it's arted, but some of it's not. And I haven't seen this deck in a long time, so it's fun to go through it and let me think about the power, because back when I was designing these decks, I was not as good at Unmatched, and so the values are probably pretty high. We'll see how strong this is. In space, no one can hear you scream. It's a 4-value red, 4-value boost. We got some massive boost values already looking at this. There's 2 copies. Immediately, if the defender is isolated, this card's value is 6 instead. So isolated, I believe it's a term I'm like introducing, which is like there's nobody around you, no one's adjacent to you, then this card's a 6 instead. So if you're alone, it's a 6. Double attack for 2 again, or 5 if the defender's isolated. So it's a 2 and then a 5, or a 2 and then a 2. It really love solo fighters, people that are not grouped up, which is super thematic. Come on, guys! Oh, this is such a good deck. This needs to be made like ASAP. This is so good. I don't care what the value's changing if it needs to, but again, you could start the game with like a 5 health xenomorph because of how much damage they dealt at you. Also, look at this sea of red. We're getting a lot of red cards, right? Not a lot of defense for xenomorph because natural defense is just that ability. My mommy always said there were no monsters, no real ones, but there are. After combat, you gain 1 action. Let's go. It's so fun. Ambush. Have to have it, right? Like a little raptor. So got a little nod to the raptors here. And then you have your acid spit. It's a 3-value attack. This may be played as a ranged attack. Immediately deal 1 damage to the defender after combat. There's 2 of those. Because just one of those things managed to wipe out my entire crew in less than 24 hours. Immediately, you may boost your attack. It's a 4. Okay, this is too strong. This is too strong. There's so many reds too. This is crazy. It's a 4-value boostable attack. Jeez, way strong, so strong. Immediately, you may boost your attack during combat. Your opponent may boost your defense. No, it's not. That's a good card. Good job, pal. Good job with balancing Captain Crockpot. Man. People doubted. They doubted. That's incredible. But the boost values are high, guys. That could be an 8. Of course, your opponent's boosting to a 5, so you're probably taking 3 damage. Something like that. Maybe boosting to a 6, taking 2 damage. Pretty good. It's pretty good. And yours is first, so you may boost yours immediately. and then they may boost afterwards. So that's a nice card. That's an even card. Game over. It's a 1 value red. Game over, man. Game over. After combat, draw 1 card, then shuffle this card back into your deck. After card, is that Raph's card exactly? Did I create Raph's card before? No, but besides the value. That's so cool. There's only 1 copy of it. It's a 1 value attack, and you're just gonna keep going with it. That's really good, and it's not a versatile. Good job. That's a fun card. Now we're getting some versatiles here. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility. After combat, if the defender is adjacent to a friendly fighter, you may move either of your opponent's fighters up to 3 spaces. By the way, guys, this deck is on... What's that app that you can play custom decks on? Let me find it for you guys real quick, so you guys can, if you want to test this out, you can. And give me your feedback, please. If you run it, play it, and then give me your feedback. Unlimited Decks, guys. The app Unlimited Decks. You can go search up my alien deck, and then you can play with it. Yeah, I'm excited to actually test the thing out. This will be fun. So 3 value versatile. After combat, there's two copies. A lot of 2 copies too, guys. This is not a consistent deck. So, not that strong, actually. If the defender is adjacent to a friendly fighter, you may move either of your opponent's fighters up to 3 spaces. You may move either of your opponent's fighters? It should say any, because who knows if there's more than 2, right? Oh, if it's... Basically, you can move all adjacent fighters of the opponents up to 3 spaces. So you can isolate them. Dude, that's really good. That's really good. And it's on you can do it on defense, so you isolate them and then you attack them and kill them because they ran off because they got scared. Wow, the theme is just brimming. There's got to be a way of killing it. How? During combat, you may boost this card. If you don't, gain 1 action on offense, draw 1 card on defense. Wow, that's a good card. I love that. Love that choice. What do you mean they cut the power? 3 value versatile. Your opponent discards 1 card. Woo, that's a good... Guys, I went on a tear. When I started making these decks, I'm going to be honest, I just went on a tear, guys. It was like just creative genius just flowing. I went movie after movie after movie after movie after movie, just creating my favorite characters in the game. It's so fun. 3 value, versatile. What do you... Oh, we did that one. Regroup. So that's a little different, right? So it's a 1 value regroup. Immediately, if played by a facehugger, this card's value is 4 instead. That's so cool. I forgot. Because when you're a facehugger, they have to... Let me think about this. I remember this being a weird thing. Like when you're a facehugger, you're the most vulnerable, if I'm pretty sure. Because you're an egg, right? You pop. You're a facehugger. If they're far enough away from you that you can't get to them, to maneuver, boost, and discard 3 cards to immediately chest burst. I believe that's how it works. Then, or like they could end your turn. So I forget how that works. Then they actually might be attacking you, and if they're attacking you as a facehugger, like you can't play any cards because look at all these. That's not a thing. That's right. These are any's. So all the other cards that we've seen have been alien so far. Dude, I love that. So if you can just pop them as a chest, if you can somehow. I don't know how you do it. I don't know what map it would work on. I don't know anything, right? I haven't tested this out enough. But there's probably a way that you can make it to where that you just get that facehugger and then you just blast that facehugger to smithereens. And hopefully they have a regroup at that point, right? That's so cool. That's a great card. Momentous Shift. Classic. How do we kill it, Ash? It's a 3 value defense. So low values on defense, for sure. They can't block more than 3 on defense. Besides the Momentous, if they moved and then did this. During combat, deal 1... Well, but you wouldn't ever, because as soon as you get attacked, you just relocate and you're off the board. So, never mind. During combat, deal 1 damage to each adjacent fighter. After combat, you may move the opposing fighter up to 2 spaces. That's great. That's so good. So that's going to stop the pin if you're getting... No, you can't get pinned. This is going to be awesome for some AoE. And then you can, again, isolate or you can get them close to you. So I came up with this whole I came up with this like these ongoing schemes before they did. So that's pretty cool. I'm proud of that. I'm sure a lot of people did. I didn't invent it, obviously, but like I did come up with it. As far as I knew, it was original. So these are schemes that you just play, right, and then they're ongoing. Perfect organisms, rapid growth, and these are any's. So you can. What the idea is that when you're a facehugger, you know, and other characters. Let's say if your hand was just these schemes, you wouldn't want to discard them. So you might want to play a couple rounds as the facehugger just so you can level up, and not just discard all these cards. Dude, this is I want to play it right now, man. Where's O-Town when you need him, guys? By the way, we've not played since the stream, 2 streams ago, and I don't know, guys. It's sad. It is sad. I don't know who's going to be across from me. I have 2 people that are potentially going to play. Some friends that are going to jump on and just try to get on stream every once in a while. So we'll see. So perfect organisms, rapid growth, inner jaws. So there are 4 cards that are going to upgrade you. So play this card face up next to your character card. These are active all game. Your opponent may discard 2 cards to discard this card. Oh, it's even better. That's cool. So you can upgrade, but then they can discard 2 cards to get rid of it. Might be worth it. It's add +1 to your values when attacking. And then you got perfect organisms, rapid growth, blade tipped tail. Play this card face up. So same thing. They can discard 2 cards. Affects only the alien. Once per turn, after attacking, deal 1 damage to an adjacent enemy. And we've got perfect organisms, rapid growth, armored exoskeleton. Play this card face up next to your character card. These are active all game. Your opponent may discard 2 cards to discard this card. I keep reading like it's a new thing. Add +1 to your card's value when defending. And then we have, that's definitely worth discarding for the opponent. We have acid blood. When you take any amount of damage, deal 1 damage to an adjacent fighter. Wow, so that tip tail, that acid blood, those are really cool. That is so good. The perfect organism. Search your deck for up to 2 perfect organism rapid growth cards and put them on top of your deck. That's a risk. That's actually a risk. That's interesting. So you can make it so that you get better faster. But your opponent knows that your next 2 cards are just schemes. That's cool. That's actually really cool. That was fun, reviewing my own deck that I made that I just forgot about. Like, that's really fun. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. Go give this deck a try. While we're here, actually, I'm just going to walk you guys through some other decks just because, guys, I have some fun ones. Alright, let's see. Who else do I have? Who else do we have here? You can see all the names I got here. We got Oppenheimer, Jojo Rabbit, TMNT, Taylor Swift. That was for my wife. 7 Samurai, Looper, Joe. That's a really good deck. This is a really good deck, guys. Okay, let's do this one. Let me show you this one. This one's so fun. All right, so if you've seen the movie Looper, if you haven't seen the movie Looper, don't watch this. But if you have seen the movie Looper, this is cool. This is going to show you. All right, you've been warned. So we got Joe. He's melee. And you have 2 heroes, okay? You have Joe, melee, and then his ability is You're Me. It says, when Joe takes any damage, old Joe takes the same amount. Joe can attack up to 2 spaces away, disregarding zones. So, pretty cool. He's just using a blunderbuss, I think is what it is. Yeah, Joe's range is due to his blunderbuss, and then Joe's healing does not affect old Joe. Old Joe. He's ranged, lived longer. Immediately add 1 to old Joe's defenses and his attack values. If old Joe dies, you may continue the game as Joe. If Joe dies, you've already lost. Woo, that's good. Guys, the theme, again, just so good. Oh, man. I hope you guys have seen this movie because it's so... First off, it's an incredible movie. But that ability is awesome. It looks really weak. So far, it's very, very weak. Because old Joe's only 11 health. As soon as you've dealt Joe 11 health, 11 damage, old Joe's already dead. That's gonna be interesting. Can you get the damage on Joe? Is a question. Card back, of course, is the movie. Scheme. Time travel has not been invented. Has yet been invented. Place one of your opponent's fighters in any space in game 1 action. Yeah, because you can just, boom, you bring them right in. It's so good. Blunderbuss. If the defender is 2 or less spaces away, the value of this card is 5 instead. And there's 3 copies of that. Then the Gat. If the defender is 3 or more spaces away, the value of this card is 5 instead. So good. Sarah. Heal for 2 after combat. That's a Joe specific. Old Joe specific. Motivated by a girl. During combat, draw 1 card. After combat, if you won the combat, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter. Love it. Old Joe, whatever it takes. Deal Joe 1 damage, and consequently Old Joe 1 damage to deal 3 damage to your opponent's fighter. Joe cannot be in the same zone as Old Joe. Ooh, that's a cool card. There's 1 copy of it. Any. But 30 years it will not. Oh, cool, because this is a finishing of the quote here. Yeah, so the ... So time travel has not yet been invented. But 30 years from now, it will have been. Place both Joes in any space, any spaces. Both Joes recover up to 2 health. Wow, that's pretty huge. I saw it, and the path was circle, round and round. Any. And during combat, deal this fighter 1 damage to boost this card. Man, this is... I keep tooting my own horn, guys, but this is like... Dude, this is like... That's so good. Like that, just the situationally. If you play that as Joe, then you're dealing damage to Old Joe. But it might be like the situation where you're like, it's like, I gotta do this. And the other thing is, if you're playing on defense, you can play it as Old Joe or Young Joe, right? You're gonna play it, you boost it so you don't take defense as much damage for Old Joe, but you're still taking 1 damage because you're taking that, and it's costing you a card. Is it worth it? A lot of choices there. That's really cool. And if you're ideally you're just playing that as Old Joe, but I give you a choice, so that's pretty cool. I'm from the future. Go to China. After combat, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 in your hand, 1 on the bottom of your deck, and 1 back on top. Woo! Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. All right, we got 4 value. Oh, guys, I'm gonna show you guys my Inception deck. Oh, Inception is incredible. It's a little whack, but it's really good. All right. Okay, this is fun. This stream. I told you guys the stream would change. All right, we got 4 value attack, the armory, draw 2 cards. Heck yeah. So I changed it. Ooh. Ooh. 3 value attack. Immediately deal yourself 1 damage. After combat, shuffle this card back into your deck. Ooh, that's not a good card. That's actually really rough. That's so rough. You're just gonna keep... I mean, it's thematic. Again, thematic is good. It's good. There's a situation where that could really be nice, but that's so weak. Oh, compared to the cards, when I made this, guys, this was like made, this again, like two years ago, right? So the best deck at the time would have been like, I mean, obviously like Sherlock, but they didn't have like crazy stuff. And now we've got Raph, going like perpetual forever and that kind of stuff. And there were no ongoing schemes, so Witcher wasn't out yet. I don't think UMA wasn't even out yet at this time. So this card, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It would need to be a 5 or a 4 or something, or versatile. Versatile 4, that's a lot better. 1 copy, that's a lot better. Maybe too strong. 5 value red, crazy awesome. Oh, and it has to be Joe. That can't be any. This has got to be Joe. This has to be Joe. So what the heck what are we talking about, Thematically, I know why I didn't do that, because if you get stuck, if Joe, nah, we keep it. We go for theme here. We go for theme, and we're gonna make that. That's at least a little better. That's You might play that card actually now if it's a 4. Jeez, no, but imagine you attack into a Wily, right? It's gotta be a 5. You attack into a Wily, and it can be fainted too, so you get 3 damage, but you lost your perpetual card. That's really good into a feint. If you attack into a Wily, you're taking 2 damage. Both your fighters take 2 damage. That's 4 damage total. You only dealt 2. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's gonna be better. That might be really strong. Might be too strong. We'll find out. But you're taking 1 damage every single time. I don't know. Really 2 damage every single time. So what if the card was you may deal yourself 1 damage, 2 whatever. We'll cross that bridge later. So 5 value versatile, the boy. After combat, you may move all fighters on the board up to 1 space. That's cool. Feint. We got 2 feints. A man who would kill for his wife. If you won the combat, deal 2 damage to the other fighter. And then gold bars. Drop to 3 cards, gain 1 action. Solid. That's a solid deck. Solid deck. Hey, Amazing Jays. CityRunner. Hey, guys. Yeah, it's a good movie. I'm going to save that. Save as new version? No, just save. All right. And then I would have to export that, but don't worry about it. At least right now, I'm going to show you guys another one. I literally don't know if anyone's even still here, but I'm going to show another one. Oppenheimer's getting good. That was a good one. May 16th is the last time I checked that deck. Okay. Jojo Rabbit. No, I don't remember that even being a deck. Jackie Chan Adventures it was my first deck I ever made, and it was busted. But it was, and then I started to fix it, and it made it worse. It lost all the theming, so it's a ruined deck. Don't play it. None of those are good. Minority Report, it was getting there, but never. I just kept getting better ideas, so I started doing other things. Alien, really good. Run it. Horse and His Rider's actually interesting, but there's no movie with it. It's just I made a deck for that mini back there. So one of the things I did was I thought of minis I could do, or characters I could do with the minis I already had from Zombicide. So let me show you. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Let me show you guys. It feels fragile. I mean, it is. His arms are. Okay, I don't want to break him. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to attach those. I don't know how I'm gonna attach them. If you guys know any links to that kind of stuff. So here's the Horse and His Rider. Pretty sure this was painted by BattleBrush, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure BattleBrush did this one. This might have been BattleBrush's test run. And so mechanically, you got the Horse and His Rider, right? But then also, you have the horse and his rider. Sorry, the horse and his rider. And so they can be together in 1 space, or they can be separate. And then they get different effects based on if they can. Oh yeah, I'll check out your Xenomorph. I'll check that out. All right, so let's go back to here though, and let's walk through this deck real quick, because I'm pretty proud of that deal. I don't remember if I finished it even. Let me check, make sure I finished it. All right, it looks finished. I had no memory of this deck besides they have different things when they're mounted and dismounted. The horse, melee, 14 health. When the horse or his rider are adjacent while dismounted and you double maneuver, you may become mounted by replacing either fighter with the mounted figure. Remove the other fighter from the board. You are now mounted. And then move to his rider. When either the horse or his rider take damage while mounted, you must become dismounted by replacing so you just keep getting shot off your horse. That's interesting. By replacing the mounted figure with either the horse or his rider, then placing the other fighter in the same zone. If you can't, I think you would just stay mounted, I guess, but I haven't talked about that. Card back, a little horsey. Mounted rules. While mounted, the horse and his rider are considered to be adjacent, and their movement is 4. Whoa, cool. That's crazy. Add +1 to all of his rider's cards values. When the opponent attacks you, shuffle your 2 character cards and have your opponent choose randomly. Whichever is chosen is the character being attacked. You count as 1 fighter, both the horse and his rider. When your opponent attacks you, shuffle your 2 cards. So you're either going to hit the horse or the rider. And have your opponent choose randomly. Whichever is chosen is the character being attacked. You count as 1 fighter, both the horse and his rider. Okay, let's see. I don't know how that works. That's interesting. The cavalry charges appeal. I'm only a cavalry charger, and I'm dying as fast as I can, for my body is riddled with bullets. They've potted both me and my man. By Scott Gray. The War Illustrated. Annie. Imagine the terror of the horse that once calmly delivered... Man, this is like art. Delivered a shopman's goods in quiet suburban streets, standing hitched to a gun carriage amid the wreck and ruin at the back of the firing line. He hears above and all around him the crash of bursting shells. He knows nothing of duty, patriotism, glory, heroism, honor, but he does know that he is in danger. Colonel the RT Han Mark Lockwood. Okay. Goodbye, old man. Goodbye. So far, no effects, just art, which is cool. Like just art and some poetry and some reasoning, I guess. Some thematic justification. Goodbye, old man. We've fought our last together. You've struggled bravely, but you've got to die. Old man, it almost breaks my heart to leave you without one other word except goodbye. By Lucy Lawrence. This is a sad deck. Alright. We have a 3 red attack. This is his rider. For my horse. Immediately, if mounted, cancel the effects of your opponent's card. After combat, if dismounted, you may become mounted if the horse is in your zone. That's cool. It's a really weak attack. It's little 3s. Man, I'm glad I'm not too strong with these decks, but like they might be a little weak. It's all about... no, you get +1 on the values if you're mounted, so that would have been a 4. Okay, that's cool. And it's a 3 value red to become mounted, so yeah, that's pretty nice. 2 value defense. It's all about timing. This is his rider again. During combat, if dismounted, the horse recovers 2 health. After combat, if mounted, deal 2 damage to an adjacent fighter. Okay, let's see about this. If dismounted, the horse recovers 2 health. That's cool because you're taking some damage so that your horse can heal up. After combat, if mounted, deal 2 damage to an adjacent fighter. I like it. That's interesting. 3 value versatile. Punishing aggression. During combat, draw 1 card. After combat, if you won the combat, gain 1 action. You really want to be mounted for that +1 on everything, I think. I mean, obviously. Regroup. So it could be a 2. This is back when regroups were still a thing, guys. Leap away. Wow. The most thematic leap away of all time. Momentous shift. Okay. Just some staples. Some absolute staples. Pretty consistent deck so far. Like a bucking bronco. Oh, that could be a 6, so that's pretty cool. We got a 6. We got a 5 value versatile, potentially. Like a bucking bronco. Deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to the horse. Mounted or dismounted. That's cool. And it's an any, which I like, instead of just horse. Not that it matters. I guess that means you can play it as a pass. As the rider. That's cool. And then we got another any. We'll find a way. Move each of your fighters up to 4 spaces. Gain 1 action. If already mounted, you may draw 1 card. Move each of your fighters up to 4 spaces. Gain an action. Cool. That's a good one. There's 2 copies of that. That's pretty important. And then we have the horse. The horse and his rider. It's a 6. Oh my gosh. This is a massive attack. The horse and his rider. During combat, if mounted, you may become dismounted. If mounted, you may become dismounted. After combat, deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to his rider. Why would we want to do that? Is there a reason? I can't think of it right now. When I made it, I'm sure there was a reason. Am I missing something? 10 health for the rider, 14 for the horse. They're both heroes. So you can double maneuver and mount, or you can, when you take damage, you are dismounted. While mounted, the horse and his rider are considered to be adjacent and their movement is 4. Makes sense? Add +1 to all of his rider's cards. His riders, not the horse. Okay. Okay, all of his riders' cards are +1. When your opponent attacks you, shuffle your 2 character cards and have your opponent choose randomly. Whichever is chosen is the character being attacked. You count as 1 fighter, both the horse and his rider. Okay. I like that. That's actually that's cool. That makes a lot of sense. That's really thematic. That's a cool deck. I like that you're like the horse is kind of body blocking for you. Really cool. That's interesting. Because they can damage friendly. Yeah. Meaning each other appears so. Right. I've made my first 2-player set. It will be uploading the fets. I will be uploading the full set. But here's a glimpse of the components. I can't see anything that you've posted. Bois. You can comment on the video down below. After the video is done, I believe you can comment, and then maybe I can see it. Yeah, but I can't see it right now. That's a cool deck. I'm a fan of that one. All right. Last one. Yeah, we'll do unless I get inspired. I want to show you guys Oppenheimer, but it's not finished. I don't think. It's really good. I won't show you. I won't show you yet. King Kong is good. King Kong's a really good one. Kind of similar. No, it's kind of similar to my. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. So again, that's for this one here. That's for this mini King Kong. I'll show you this one, guys. This is so good. Come on, how cool is that? So there's King Kong, and he takes up 3 spaces. Up to 3 spaces. It's weird. It's really weird. It's a little wonky, but or maybe 2 spaces. I can't remember. But there you go. There's King Kong, and then you got so he's a large fighter, and you have we'll look at it. You have Anne. I'm pretty sure it's finished. Let's look. I don't know if I finished it. We'll find out. We'll see if I can rip it apart. All right, here we go. King Kong, melee, 18 health. Better be. He better be. And Darrow, whatever, 9 health. This is a tanky. This might be too tanky. While Anne is adjacent to enemy fighters, add +2 all of Kong's attacks and -1 to all of his defenses. That's awesome. Well, when Anne is defeated, add +1 to all of his values. Oh my goodness. That's a cool choice. Do you keep her alive or do you protect her? I think you pretty much just send Anne in and then just send Kong after her. That's so cool. Dude. That's so good. Kong is a large fighter. He can attack from up to 2 spaces away. Takes up 2 spaces. Use T-Rex map rules. Genius. That's a good rule. And Darrow takes 3 less combat damage from attacks while in the same zone as Kong. 3 less combat damage from attacks. Well, she might not have any cards. Based on that rule, does she have any cards at all? That's pretty cool if she has no cards. And she's just a little character that runs around. Oh, this is exciting. I'm really, oh man. This might give me the bug just to start making more decks again. And actually start playtesting them. So King Kong, is it King Kong specific? Are they all? Let's just really quickly. Let's see. Oh, all right. I see some Anne cards. I don't believe she can play anything besides schemes, so that's pretty fun. Enraged, gain 2 actions. If Anne is adjacent to an opposing fighter, also draw 2 cards. Dude, King Kong is gonna mess. He's gonna mess you up. Woo! Can you imagine if you have both enraged? It's kind of like a splinter, but I mean not a shredder. It's not crazy actually. You just go boom, boom. But you're drawing 2, boom, boom. Draw 4, gain 4 actions, which means you have 4 actions left after that whole thing. And 4 extra cards. That's pretty cool. Kong belongs in a jungle. Move Kong up to 5 spaces. You may move through other fighters, then deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to Kong. So he's just gonna wreck shop. That's pretty strong. It seems too strong so far. His health pool is so strong. 19. I feel like I made Kong based on that number. I feel like I made Kong after She-Hulk existed, but maybe not, because that's so much health. Oh no, T-Rex. It was T-Rex. It was around the time of T-Rex, so that makes sense. Kong belongs in a jungle. Move Kong. Oh, I already did that one. Swinging attack. During combat, if you started your turn in a different space, ignore your cards. That's not okay. This is not okay. That's a 5. That's a 5 ignore. Guaranteed. Like unless you fainted it. That's a 5 ignore. Fainting's actually pretty. If so, you really want to kill Anne. That's awesome, dude. That's why I made it the way it made it. Because your opponent wants to absolutely nuke Anne, but they're tempted to attack Kong because of the -1 on the defenses. But you have to kill Anne because he's coming in so strong. And then as soon as she's dead, he's still really strong. It's a 4 with ignore. Oh, but he's a solo fighter. Nobody can attack with 2 spaces. Oh, I want to test him out. This feels like it could work. This doesn't feel too busted yet. But that as a 5 is a problem. That's a problem. This is awesome. After combat, move each of your fighters up to 3 spaces. So you could have her off in like the corner, right? And then someone attacks Kong or whatever he attacks. I think, yeah, if he gets attacked, it's even funnier, right? So he gets attacked. And then she just books it in. She moves in, and you move her adjacent to the opposing fighters. And then he's like no. But she what did she do? What is she doing? She's just a menace. Oh, that's so fun. Wily fighting, dealing damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to your fighter. Makes sense. It's a good thematic little common card. Body slam. Heck yeah, do the art. Let's go. 4 value attack could be a 6, and it's gonna deal another damage. I don't know if I made these values. So here's what I'm thinking. There's a chance that I made this deck, and then I adjusted the. I think this is what happened. I'm pretty sure this is what happened. Is that I adjusted the ability to be more thematic without coming back in and changing the numbers of the deck. I think that's exactly what happened, because I don't remember that ability being exactly as it was. I remember it being different. And these numbers are too high. They're a little too high. So this needs to be tweaked a little bit. Some of these cards need to be a little lower. But also the question is, how quickly will she die? That's another question. I don't know. But these are still all just a bunch of 5s. Like, that's still strong. 19 health, solo fighter. Attack from 2 away, large fighter. Like, that's pretty strong. Alright. Leap away. If you won the combat, choose one of the... another leap away thematic. Skirmish. Retaliation. Uh-oh. If you won the combat, draw 2 cards. Oh, he's gonna mess you up. King Kong. Sorry, King Kong. The King's Will. You may boost this card. After combat, if you won the combat, recover 2 health. If he wasn't tanky enough. There you go. Pretty good though. That's a cool card though. I feel like in practice. Oh, you know why? Maybe again because of the -2. If you're always in her zone to get that +2, you're trying to attack them as quickly as possible. maybe they're attacking you as quickly as possible because your values are -1. That's an interesting choice as the opposing player. On do you waste anything on her? Maybe you only attack her with effect damage, or just always attack Kong. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. Wyatt Earp would love this matchup. Yes, he would. Wyatt Earp would love this matchup. You're right. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Anne has a card. She has a defense here. Go back. So it's a 2-value defense. Immediately Kong may swap places. Good. This is cool. That makes a lot of sense. She's got a little swappy swap. 2 of them. If he does, he's now the defender. After combat, if you didn't swap, Kong recovers 2 health. Wow. I love it. That's so good. That's a good card. She's either going to tank for him, like a hero, like a champion, or he's going to tank for her. As soon as this card is played, I think everybody at the table just starts crying. Just the emotional weight of that card being played. That's a beautiful moment. All right. Another and Darrow. I'm gonna say Darrow. Even though it's spelled like arrow. So probably Darrow. Darrow just sounds like the way I've heard it. We got no, let me go. It's me that he wants. So this is a scheme. Place and in any space, place Kong in her zone. Perfect. That's a perfectly balanced card. Nothing fancy there. That is actually a really good card. It's not as good as the captain's orders. You're not gaining action, but you're either getting her out of here and him out of here, or you're moving her. Most likely, you're moving her in, and then him anywhere to then mess up. And I think there's a reason why there's no action gains, because you use this card, right, and then you can still use that first scheme and gain the actions and all this stuff. Extra action here would have been a problem. She's mine. Like he's talking. He's not talking though. 3-value versatile. Add +1 or add 1 to this card's value for each enemy fighter adjacent to Anne. That's great. What a good card. Beating chest. Place Anne in any space not in Kong's zone. After combat, add +2 to the value of the next card you play this turn. This is awesome. Wait a second. Place Anne in any space not in Kong's zone. That's really cool. That's super thematic. And really awesome. So you're doing this, taking some shots on defense, and then you're coming in guerrilla mode, just gonna mess up with a +2, probably another +2. Oh no, a space not in Kong's zone. So you're getting her out of there. You can't. That's gonna be, it does take some work to combo. That's pretty cool. Again, man. Guys, I'm sorry. This is good. Then we got a jaw snap. Oh, so this is the ripping of the T-Rex's in the movie King Kong. The ripping of the T-Rex's jaw. I'm probably used that image and it probably said you can't or something. I don't know. After combat, deal 2 damage to the defender. That's nice. I love it. You know what, guys? Think about this deck and then compare it to like John Henry, right? John Henry, solo fighter. So much damage. So many 6s. And cards that can be... He's got literally has a card that can be like a 10 easy. So... Maybe balance. I think this is pretty good. There's going to be matchups where it just wrecks. It's going to wreck shop. But then also there's matchups where... It'll just be good, probably. I'm really interested in trying this out because that -1 to the defenses is going to be very interesting. Dang, I want to play, guys. This is fun. Thanks for going through these with me. This has been fun. All right, what else do I have to show you? What else do I need to show you guys? Yeah, look, that was December 11th, 2022. Last time I updated it. That's wild. The good and the bad and the ugly. That's some minis over there. It's not a perfect deck. I don't need to show it to you. The Batman. This one I'm proud of. I'm very proud of this deck. All right. This Batman is more of a detective. Okay. I need to take a bite of my food. I haven't eaten any food. I'm sorry. Away from the mic. It's so... The top was all crusty just because it's been sitting there for so long. Okay. That's gonna keep me going. So, the Batman. Detective. Once per turn, your opponent's and yours, you may attempt to predict the printed value of your opponent's attack or defense before revealing cards. If they don't play a card, you can't use Detective. Detective. If correct, after combat, place Batman adjacent to the nearest opposing fighter. Or, if already adjacent, after combat, draw one card instead of relocating Batman. Order of operations. The opponent or you chooses an attack. If defending, the other player chooses a defense card. What? If defending. That doesn't sound right. The opponent or you chooses an attack card. If defending. Alright, since this is wrong, it has to be wrong. This doesn't make sense. Then you use your detective ability and make a guess at what the card is. Then you both reveal your cards and resolve detective first, and then the combat. It's so much easier to understand without that order of operations listed there. It's like literally intuitive until that's there. Ooh, that's the best shot in the Batman. All right, we got 3 value red. I'm vengeance. Actually, no, that's that would be more of the Christopher Nolan. So it'd be like I can't do Robert Pattinson. I'm vengeance. Immediately, your opponent may boost their card. I love that. Make them do it first. You're attacking. Hey, you can boost yours. I love that. They're like, oh, I have to now because if I don't, then you're going to. That sucks. During combat, you may boost this attack. After combat, if you lost the combat, deal 2 damage to all adjacent fighters. Ooh, that's a good card. I love that. 2 damage is being dealt automatically. It's happening. They can boost it and take 2 damage. They'll never boost it, but that means you're boosting yours and and then hitting them. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully boost values are high. That's a cool card. Doesn't feel that strong at all. The Batmobile. Move Batman up to 5 spaces. He may move through opposing fighters. Then if he is in a new space and is adjacent to your opponent's hero, your opponent must discard 1 random card and take damage equal to the boost value. Ooh, a Batmobile's sick. And it's a 4 value boost, so you're definitely going to want to boost with it sometimes, but also you might want to do this random discard because that's so good. I got you. During combat, if your opponent played a card with a printed value of 4 or higher, the value of their card is now 0 and cannot be changed. Woo! That's cool. So it's about like figuring out when your opponent's playing certain cards and trying to predict it and play the right stuff into it. No guns. Immediately place Batman adjacent to the opposing fighter. After combat, deal 1 damage to all adjacent enemies. Nice. People need hope. Dang, I know exactly what that card art was. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. Son of a gun. That was such a good art. That card art was the red when they light that flare, and it's a shot from the top when they're walking through the water and he's leading them, and it's like that flying V. It's that shot. And it was so beautiful right there. During combat, your opponent discards one random card. Add its boost value to this card's value after combat. If you won the combat, recover up to 2 health. That's cool. Justice. The answer is justice. Immediately, this card's effects cannot be canceled. Play this card face up. Name a value. If your opponent has a playable card with that printed value in their hand, they must play it. If not, they reveal their hand. Also cool. If you know what your opponent has, that's pretty awesome. Clues. If you won the combat, you may look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and discard one of them. Place the other 2 back in any order. Which is great. So this is your combo, right? You play Clues, and then you play Justice once they've drawn those cards. That's your little combo there. Courtney? Was that Levi yelling? Mom? Okay. The bat suit. So this is a 1 copy. Interesting. The bat suit. Oh, cool. So these are like the these are going to be kind of like the alien one. So bat suit, body armor. After combat, if you won the combat, you may return this card to your hand. Ooh, I love it. Bat suit, wingsuit. After combat, move up to 4 spaces. That's weird. It says it twice. That should not be like that. The bat suit, bat knife. It's played as a ranged attack. If you won the combat, you may return this card to your hand. I swear, if you won combat with that as a ranged attack, you're doing something right, because that should be impossible. that should be literally impossible. Oh, you know what? No, dude, you can just bat suit. You can just dunk little. Guess he beats Electra. I'm kidding. It doesn't. No one beats Electra. Bat suit, grappling hook. Immediately, you may move up to 2 spaces. If the attacker would no longer be able to attack you, take no damage. That's awesome. Let me just eject out of here. As long as I'm not in your zone and you're not ranged, I'm fine. Or as long as you're not melee, I guess, and you're not coming in. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It feels like it should be like, you may move up to 2 spaces, and then after combat, if the opponent is not adjacent to you or something, like, take no damage. Something like that. If the opponent's not in your zone. Or, how would you word that? That's fine. We'll leave it there. Batsuit Mask. Reveal this card when asked to reveal your hand. You do not have to reveal any other cards if you do. This does not cancel their effects. Afterwards, you may put this back in your hand. Nice. So this is kind of like Houdini's thing. Detective work. Guess the printed value. It's another copy here. A lot of 1 copy cards. So this interesting. So this is what's tough, guys. When you're making a deck, right? The tough part is the more theme you want to cram in that deck, the less strong the deck is going to be. The more 1 copy cards you're going to have, the less consistent it's going to be, but the more theme is going to be in it. And that's such a tough pull. It's a tough decision to make because, yeah, I mean, you want to have, theme, but so I went for theme here, definitely. So, detective work. Guess the printed value of the top card of your opponent's deck. If you're wrong, your opponent reveals it. The card remains on top. If you're correct, the card is discarded face up in front of you. You must use it to boost on the next attack you make. The boost cannot be canceled. Okay, so here's what that's saying is, you're right? So let's say you use clues. You look at the top card, you know what it is. Now you play this attack here. You play the scheme. It's not an action gain, but you play the scheme. You guess the top card. You know what it is. Boom. You get it. It's face up in front of you. Now you get to attack with any attack, and you're going to be boosting with that card. It's a little complicated. That's clunky. A little clunky. might as well just see. I know why I have it in there. The reason why I have it in there, not just like, hey, boost of the top card of your opponent's deck, is I want the clues. I want the whole cluing and like knowing what your opponent's gonna have and stuff, and could have and probably has in their deck. I want that to pay off for this deck. Like it needs to pay off. And it can't just be like I'll just take the top card of their deck and boost with it. So I get it. Blind boost. You just not just blind boost, right? So I get it. A little clunky. Rarely would be used. It should gain an action as well. This deck's not very strong at all. Definitely needs to gain an action. He's a solo fighter as well. Like he's not strong at all. This is very weak actually. A lot of like 4s at best. But if you're guessing correctly, this is an interesting deck. If you're guessing correctly, then you do things. Bat's Eye View plays Batman in any space. Drop to 2 cards. You may gain 1 action. Is he a fatigue fighter? Fear is a tool. When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call, it's a warning for them. Place Batman adjacent to another fighter. Deal 1 damage to all adjacent fighters or gain 1 action. I like the choice there. Just look at you. World's greatest detectives. Your opponent must secretly draw 1, 2, or 3 cards into their hand. Then you guess how many cards they took. If correct, they discard those cards. That's so good. If wrong, they must reveal them to you and take 1 damage. That is awesome. That's a heck of a card. He is a fatigue fighter. That's a sick card because in a matchup where your opponent thinks they're going aggressive, they want to take 3 cards. In a matchup where your opponent is trying to go for fatigue, they're taking 1 card. And so there's a telegraphed, which means they can't do that. Which means they probably go for 2 almost every time. But then guess what? That means you always are thinking they're going for 2. So can you read your opponent? Can you guess it correctly? Because if you're right and they went with 2, they're getting that card taken out. Maybe they always go 1 because they don't want to discard cards, and hopefully you just don't guess 1. That's a sick card. Well done, Captain Crockpot. Heck yeah. All right. Bruce Wayne, choose 2. I love choices. Drop to 2 cards. Your opponent must draw 2 cards. Search your deck for any card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Search your discard pile for any card and add to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Wow, I love that. So one's going to get you through your deck faster, but can get you something you really want. One's going to let you get your discard pile back in, which is very cool. And then you have your opponent. So you got 2 choices here. Basically, you want to go fatiguey. You make him discard, and you can get discard pile card back in your hand from your deck, from your discard pile. Or you can go like aggro. You can draw. You could draw and make them discard. Wow. That's cool. And there's no action gain as a choice, which is cool. So you can't punish it too hard. The Riddler. Look at an opponent's hand and choose a card. Your opponent may discard it. If they don't, their hero takes damage equal to its boost value. I like that. That's cool. And in the movie, it kind of works too, because like he didn't know, right? He was like working with him, didn't know he was against him. 0 value attack. Good cop. Right. Bat S cop. Immediately, if your opponent played a defense card, this card's value is 6 and cannot be changed. Immediately. If your opponent played a defense card, this card's value is 6 and cannot be changed. So it can be feinted. And it's a cool bait. That's a cool bait. Wow. So he does have a nice 6. Overall, this deck is actually really nice, and it's gonna be a nice fatigue deck. It's a it's just controlled. It seems very controlled. What's interesting also is, okay, let me finish this out, and then we'll go. 2 value versatile contact lens cameras. After combat, all copies of the cards your opponent played in this combat have a printed value of 1 less from now on. Place their card on this card as a reminder. It cannot ever be returned to their deck or hand and must stay on top of this card. All copies. Oh, that's so awesome. That is so cool. Okay. So let's think about who would this. Let's go with like a Shakespeare. Okay, so he'd be the most affected by this. I feel like his horrors. Right? There's 5 of them, I believe, and it's a 4 value. It's a 4 value red. Right? Yeah, 4 value red. I'm pretty sure. So let's say that you played this on defense into a horror. The horror would come here onto your onto this card, and then every horror from then on would actually just be 1 less. That's pretty cool. All right, so and then offense would be cool too. So the ability, once per turn, your opponent and yours, you may attempt to predict the value. If correct, place Batman adjacent to the nearest opposing fighter, or if already adjacent, after combat, draw 1 card instead of relocating Batman. You can choose, right? Like, let's say you are adjacent, but you don't want to draw, which doesn't make sense. You should draw, right? But let's just say you didn't want to draw. Just guess wrong. So that's kind of cool that you actually get to, you can try to guess incorrectly to not do this thing if you don't want to be next to them. Well, no, you may attempt to predict, so just don't predict anything. Never mind, that was stupid. Just don't predict. Guys, this looks like a cool deck. I really like it. It is a lot of effect heavy. It's gonna not be very strong, but it could be. Like, it looks pretty fun. What do you guys think about that one? And the art is gone. So art is gone because of, I believe it's if you use art. How does it work? I think there's some art that's like, if you use the link, then you can't use it or something. Because, I mean, obviously I didn't make any of this art. So it was all just links, right? So I believe that's why there's certain links that don't work. I don't remember how it worked. All right, last one I want to show you guys from mine. Is this one here. Actually, no, I'm going to show you another one because I made Steve from Minecraft for my nephew, for Riker. And it's actually really good. People like that one a lot. They said it's the best Minecraft. Some people are like, this is the best Minecraft deck. I'm like, well, I've never played Minecraft. I'm just making off of what I think it should do. Okay, this ability, arguably you need a PhD to do this character. Arguably. I don't have. I do not have a PhD. But here we go. All right, so this is Cobb, right? This is from Inception. I love this deck so much. So the ability is time moves slower in dreams. Immediately after increasing in dream level, right? After you go deeper into your dream, choose X, non-scheme cards, X equals the dream level, from your discard pile and return them to your deck, then shuffle. 12 value health, 5 sidekicks. We'd make that 4, right? If this was a real deck, it'd be 4. But first 5 health, sidekick team, because he has 5 sidekicks in the movie. It's a team of 6, so it should be 5. Hence that. So, time cheat sheet. Reality, it's the start of the game, right? As you go deeper into the levels, you're getting time's going to be moving slower, which means it's so cool. It's so good. All right, guys. So I hope this is. If you've seen the movie, it should just like you're like, oh yeah, this is cool. So There might be is it a 20 card deck? I believe it's a 20 card deck. I can't remember. It's pretty crazy. So basically the theming is, as the longer you play, you are right, you're getting deeper into dreams, and the deeper you get into dreams, you're getting longer time in those dreams. And the more time you spend in those dreams, like the more control you have, the more memory you have of what's going on, and the more powerful you're getting, because that's what happens in the dream world. And so like your cards are coming back into your deck, and you're getting to choose which ones. It's pretty crazy. Now, I don't remember if the math. I think the math all works out, but I had to look at it. So, reality, start of the game is x equals 0, right? So you're not in a dream. Once you discard 4 cards, you have now entered dream 1. Once you discard 8 cards, you're dream level 2. Discard for level 3, you discard 12 cards. When you've emptied your deck, you're in level 4. X only changes the first time your cards hits those goals. It can't decrease. The reason why it says that is because, once you've hit level 1, you're going to put 1 card back into your deck. Well, now you only have 3 cards in your discard pile. And so you're not going to, once you hit that again, you're not going to do it again. But so you hit 4 cards down, 1 card goes up into your deck. When you hit 8 cards, 2 cards are going to go up, which means you only have 6 cards in your discard pile. When you're at 12 cards, 3 cards are going to go, which means 9 cards are left. And when your deck is empty, you're going to take 4 cards back into your deck. You start the game with this card on top, and this is all just to help people play it. Like there would be these cards or something like this to help show how it works. Start the game with this card on top of your 4 other dream level cards. Use these to help you keep track of what level you're on or in, the value of X. As you go deeper, move the dream level card down to the bottom. Limbo is at the end. You either win the game or Limbo keeps you forever. Ooh, the flavor text. Map rules. Every time you go into a deeper dream. Yeah, it is CityRunner. Every time you go into a deeper dream level, change the map you're playing on. That's so cool. Dude, that's so cool. That's insanity. Every time you go deeper into a dream level, change the map you're playing on. There will be a possible total of 5 maps, including the one starting map. You get to pick the maps for 2 and 4. The other player gets to pick the maps for 3 and 5. At the end of the turn, when you went deeper into the dream, swap to the new map. Whoever didn't choose map chooses position, but the player whose turn it is goes first. That's kind of wild. That's kind of weird because of the starting positions and stuff. I don't know if that would work. This could be totally busted, right? Like if you just okay, you got to go first, and I just took you to McMinnville. Like what? What are we doing? Are you at 7 cards? This is that. That might be just too much theme. That might be too much theme we're seeing right there. But if you could do it, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. You would have to be able to choose where you start on the map. I guess that would make more sense. All right, let's start looking at these cards. So I believe all the cards are 1 copy cards. Yes. Reason being is because a 1 copy card can still be seen, I think, 5 times, right? If you brought that back. So, oh man, this deck was so cool. The values look pretty high right now. Oh no, okay. All right, never mind. What am I talking about? Oh, dude, this is so good. So, the first one's called Inception. Immediately, put your opponent's card back into their hand, then choose a card for them to play. It's a 4-value versatile. Ooh! That's so strong. So you want to use that one every single time. Cobb stayed. Immediately add X to this card's value. So the longer you are in the dream, the better this card is. Right? The deeper you are into the dreams, better this card is. Losing my grip on reality. It's a 6 value attack, but immediately subtract X from this card's value. So the deeper you are into the dreams, the worse this card is. After combat, the following effect cannot be cancelled. If you dealt 4 or more damage, your opponent may draw 1 card. That's cool. 5 value attack. You're waiting for a train. Oh, dude, I want to just move right now. You're waiting for a train. Alright, after combat, move up to X spaces. Oh, that's just fun. Cobb, 2 value, defense. It's only when we wake up that we realize that something was actually strange. After combat, Cobb recovers X health. That's awesome. That's incredible. 5 value defense. We'd be together forever, you promised me. That's from Mal. After combat, if you lost the combat, your opponent chooses one for you to do. Take 2 damage, discard 1 card, choose and defeat 1 team sidekick. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Don't lose the combat. And that's because of her being just a mess. She's just a monster. But she's awesome. She's not a monster. All right, the team. So these are team specific cards. You have a 4 value red. So I did 5 teams because there's 5 of them. So there should be 5 cards. You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bit bigger, darling. This is from Ames or Eames. I forget his name. How it's pronounced. Immediately add X to this card's value. That's a strong attack. All right, but he generates a rocket or a grenade launcher. Pretty cool. He's like their combat guy, I believe, if I remember correctly. Kind of. There's not really a combat guy, but yeah. So, and then Adrian, the architect. Ariadne, the architect. Why are they looking at me? So move all fighters up to X spaces, so she can just manipulate the board like crazy. Can't drop us without gravity. That's Arthur. After combat, deal X damage to all adjacent fighters. That needs to be a much lower printed value. Holy smokes, that's sick. That is now. Actually, wait. Yeah, because they're. I mean, maybe these little guys are gonna be dead. Man, I want to play this deck. I don't know. We bought the airline Saito. Look at the top X cards of your deck. Put them all back on top in any order. Draw 2. Gain 1 action. And then, did you see that? It's from Yusuf. After combat, if you won the combat, move all of your fighters up to X spaces. And then a kick. Perform your special ability. Time moves slower in dreams, except X equals your dream level minus 1. So you can perform a special ability, which means you get to put a card. You can put cards back into your deck. Only it's 1 level less. That's cool. You're just gonna rewind the clock a little bit, but X is minus 1, so you can't put too many cards back in. That's pretty interesting. When we die in a dream, we wake up. Return up to 2 dead members of the team into Cobb's zone. And there's 1 copy of that. So you could just have... Oh my gosh. Guys, he could be... If you just kept recurring this card and just kept all 5 of your guys... Okay, that's not right. That's not right. I mean, yeah, it's just like against the right fighters, that's like the best thing ever. Against the Bigfoot, against anybody that's just like attacking like one person, right? Solo fighters that just don't have the, like, that just hate sidekicks. That's such a good card. He can do everything. This is the problem, is he's so strong and he can do everything. I need to lower these values. And then make those 4 guys, and then make this return 1 person because you can do it so many times if you wanted to. Yeah. I'm insured against kidnapping for up to 10 million. Choose X. Oh, dude, choose X? Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm in love with it. You can gain 1 action. You can drop to 2 cards. You can deal 2 damage to any fighter. Move up to move any fighter up to 3 spaces. Move 1 non-scheme card from your discard pile to your deck, then shuffle it. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then put them all back on top in any order. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you could choose. You could choose a lot of those. No idea is simple when you need to plant it. This card's effects cannot be cancelled. Play this card face up. Name a value. If your opponent has a playable card with that printed value in their hand, they must play it. If not, they must reveal their hand. Again, awesome. That's so good because you're implanting this. You're saying you must play this card, but it needs to be a 3. It needs to be a 3, probably. It's interesting that it needs to be a red probably too. There's just too many versatiles. I don't know. It's really cool, but it feels really broken. Not broken, but it feels really, really strong. That's a cool card though. It's a 1 value versatile. I have it under control. This card's effects cannot be canceled. Play this card face up. Name a value. If your opponent has a playable card with that printed value in their hand, they must play it. If not, they must reveal their hand. Okay. The same thing. But it's either a 1 or a 4. Wow. That's very strong. Ambush of the Mind. It's an any. During combat, your opponent discards 1 random card. Add its boost value to this card's value. Oh, and you can just make them random discards so many times? That's so cool. That's so good. So he's got a lot of options that can do a lot of things whenever you need it, based on you're just putting every time you go deeper into a dream, you just take the stuff that's going to work, which again is super awesome. It is really awesome. It makes this one of the most versatile fighters ever, because you can just tailor your whole deck around your opponent every single time, as long as you've discarded the cards that are good into them. But I do need to tweak it because of how strong that ability is just in itself. These numbers are too high. 0 gravity skirmish. After combat, if you won the combat, choose one of them, move them up to X spaces. That's cool. That's thematic. Feint. Good. There's a feint. Reality check. Regroup. Immediately, you may boost this card. After combat, if you won the combat, draw X cards. Wow, that's awesome. That's a really interesting card too. Man, 3 value versatile. You didn't plant it deep enough. If this is the very first card played, you can't put a card back on top of their deck. After combat, your opponent discards the top card of their deck. Then you choose a different card from their discard pile to put on top of their deck. After combat, your opponent discards the top card of their deck. Then you choose a different card from their discard pile. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean, if they don't have any cards that they've played yet, then they can't do this. Okay, so what you're doing is you're choosing a different thing and you're planting it, but you're not planting it too deep. You're just planting on top of their things, so they're going to get it again. But they randomly discard the top card of their deck. That's kind of cool. That's thematic. I like that one, and it's not too strong at all. Like, it's just a weird. That's just kind of like a. That's a really cool card. It's super simple, very cool card. You never recur it. It's just a cool card. 6 value defense. This looks good, and you can't wake up from within a dream unless you die. Immediately subtract X from this card's value. Wow, that's good. And then we have an any. I specialize in a very specific type of security, unconscious security. So that means this is a 23 card deck. 23 cards, which means I mathed it, and that must be the right number, apparently, to make 30. So that's kind of cool. Because you're gonna be putting back in 4 cards, 3. Well, is it a 30 card deck and then you put the 4 in, so it's 34, or is it with those 4 it'll be 30? Let's see. 1 plus 2 plus. No, that's not right. That's not right. I remember doing this math, and I can't do it on stream, guys, because when I I believe it's right. Maybe I just do it with a deck of cards. Let's just see. Let's see what happens if I do it with a deck of cards here. So if you start with 23 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, we got 23 cards here. Let's change the camera. I'm just interested. This is fun. I don't care if anyone's watching or not. This is for science. All right, what camera can we use though? Is that one even on? No. But why is all the rum gone? All right, we'll just do this one here. So we got Wyatt. All right, so the rules are you hit 4 cards, you go down a level, right? So discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 comes back. Next level, we're gonna go 8. So now we're at 3 discards. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 come back. 1, 2. Next level, we're gonna go 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so now this is level 3. So 3 come back. Now we're gonna go level 4. Is it level 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to 16 here, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 9. I need 7. 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 come back. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards left. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards there. What am I doing right now? What is this? What? Oh, it's coming back to me, guys. I had a spreadsheet. I had a whole spreadsheet for this. This is a weird one. I feel like when I did it, it probably worked perfectly. Right? I don't think I would have published it unless it worked really well. But I have no idea I have no idea how to justify it right now. So I'm gonna assume that I was right. I don't know what the heck I just did. But there you go. There's that. Wait a second. What are you saying? Isn't that last level for entire deck and discard? Yes. Yes. You're right. You are so right. When you've emptied your deck, when you just go, okay, you're right. Thanks, man. But basically, I want it to be to where you have 30 cards in the game, right? And so, if one of you guys wants to do it and you can cite your sources and prove your math, show your work, do it, because I did it whenever this was made. I don't know how many years ago this was. Yeah, this deck, exactly. You need graph paper. You need graph paper, a calculator. But really, it doesn't, because as long as you just play it, you're fine. You don't have to know how it works. You just gotta be like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna do this thing. I'm gonna do what it says, and you can play it, and it's fun. If you try to understand it, it's the same as with the movie Inception. You're like, that was a really good movie, And then you're like, wait a second. Wait, what? What level, what dream level are we on right now? And wait, are they dreaming? Or is this real life? You know? I wanted a deck that's going to give you that same just, rush of nausea. That's what I was going for. But guys, actually though, the deck is really fun. You should play it. It is a little strong. Give me your feedback on which cards need to be nuked, because looking at how you're adding 10 cards from the discard back in the deck. Is that right? Let's look. Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Hold your horses. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There are 23 cards. Just feels like too many cards. Feels like too many cards to me. So I would need to revisit that. I wonder if I added in cards and then never fixed it. Never fixed the math on it. I don't want this deck to have more cards than every other fighter, because that would be so busted. Then you definitely only bring back in this card. You're waking up your team members, and you literally will never. You just will destroy. It'd be like it's an Electra but worse. You know. I'm gonna fix this one right now. Let's fix this. Return up to 1 dead member of the team into Cobb's zone. All right. That's a good one. Also, what else did I say was so strong? This card is stupid. 3 value. Dude, you're dealing that much damage? 2, nah. I mean, they need to stay alive, so I guess they're not going to stay alive. They're just going to die. They're going to die so fast, actually. They're going to die so fast. Oh my goodness, they're so dead at the beginning. That's fine. They got a skirmish, so they were okay. They got this boost one. They're good. So that card can go down. We can make it a little worse. That's just so much damage. It can be up to a 4, right? X can be 4. X can be 4. So that's not terrible, but like 4 damage to all adjacent fighters. Let's do this. To X damage to Anne. And we'll make it a 3. That's better. If you can keep one guy alive and then drop for 4 auto damage, that's pretty strong. Even though it's a bomb. I went for a bomb, that's why I did that, but that's okay. Add X to this card's value, so that could be an 8. Again, pretty cool. You know what? But like most of the game, it's not gonna be an 8. Most of the game, it'd be a 4, a 5, maybe a 6. Too strong. This deck's too strong. We gotta fix it. We gotta fix it. I love it. If you lost to combat, this is cool. It's a 5. I like it's a 5 and that you can lose, because there's always ignoring combat, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Put your opponent's card back in the hand and choose a card for them to play. Really good. Let's make it a 3. This one also really good. I remember playing this deck and we were just like those two purples there always went back in and they were just too strong. So we'll make that a 3 as well. And then this feels a lot better now. Feels a lot better. Because this card at the end is so bad. And you might get it at the end. Who knows? Alright. Now it's worth running. Let me save that. I'd have to I don't remember how it works for actually making it work in the if I just save it, is that now there? I don't know. There we go. It's fixed for now. I'm not gonna show you Minecraft. Who cares about Minecraft? Do you guys want to see Minecraft? There's 7 of you. 7 of you are watching this? Fine, I'll show you Minecraft. Alright, so this, again, guys, I don't play Minecraft. I don't play it. So you can add from 10 to 13 cards back into your deck. Right, because there's also a card that lets you add cards back in as well. The Saito card, which if you get that one, oh, that's a problem. Oh my gosh, that's a problem. All right, Speaker Games. I like what you're doing. Keep crunching the numbers on that one. I feel like you're really excited about figuring it out. I'm excited too, but I'm on stream and it would be so boring if I just kept trying to do math. All right, but you may press on, and I will talk about Minecraft, Steve. So yeah, 17 health, Steve. Massive. These tanky boys, tanky. Craft. Once per turn, you may discard resource cards to pull non-resource cards back from your discard pile and into your hand. This does not use an action. That's so smart. You're crafting. That makes that's so cool. Once per turn, you may discard the resource to get something. So you're building. 3 animal friends. I believe that's the thing in the game. Again, guys, these values might be pretty high. We'll see. Diamond pickaxe requires 3 resources to craft. That's so cool. After combat, return 1 resource card from your discard pile to your hand. It's a pickaxe, so that makes sense. There's 2 of those. TNT requires 2 resources to craft. During combat, you may boost this attack. If you won the combat, deal 1 damage to all adjacent opposing fighters. That's cool. Pickaxe requires 2 to craft, and you can return 1 from your discard pile to your hand. So why would you... Oh, after combat. Okay. I'm like, why would you ever... This doesn't make any sense, but I guess it makes sense. Sword, 2 resources to craft. If you won the combat, deal damage. Crafting table, drop to 2 cards and gain 1 action, so you can build faster. Diamond sword, 3 resources to craft. During combat, you may boost this card. That looks pretty strong. Bow and arrows requires 2 resources to craft. This may be used as a ranged attack. It's a 4. I think it's fine. I don't know. Axe, 2 resources to craft. Immediately, you may draw up to 4 cards. Add 1 to this card's value for each resource card you drew. Steve, 1 health. Or 1 value defense. Respawn anchor. I must have done some Googling. Requires 3 resources to craft. Alright, after combat, if you were defeated, set your health to 4 and place your fighter in any space. That's cool. That's really cool. That's like it's like the King Arthur one where you got 2 copies. I like it. Steve. Wait, these are all Steve. Resources. So you've got 10. Oh my goodness, you're gonna get wrecked. You've got 10 resource cards. When you use this card to boost, you may draw 1 card. Oh, that's cool too. But man, if you just imagine if you just are just drawing these resource cards. That's crazy. That's way too many resource cards. This has to be a terrible deck. 10 resource cards? Dude, you can like every other draw you're drawing a resource card basically, like, and then when you're building with them, you're putting them back in your hand anyways. I don't know how this deck will work. I am very interested in if this deck actually would make sense, because 10 feels like way too many. There should be like 6 or something. 6 is still a lot, but 6 would make more sense. Potion of healing requires 2 resources to craft. After combat, recover 2 health. I feel like you would just get destroyed from an aggressive fighter. An aggressive fighter would absolutely destroy Steve. But you know what? Maybe that's the way it should be. What do you guys think? I got some comments of like, this is a great deck. Oh, Billy's confusing. Cool. It's a currently interesting deck, but the 3 move is intimidating. With the boost values also. Animal friends have only 2 cards, which are any's. So I don't understand why they're there. Yes, they are meat shields. I like this idea, and more work would make it deck amazing. Yes, a good Steve deck doesn't have 5 extra rule cards. I love the ability in the deck. It just seems like a lot of fun. Is it tested? No, it's not. Posted by me. Okay, wait a second. Captain Crockpot said. Let's see what Captain Crockpot said. There are 10 resource cards that you can discard to pull your other cards back into your hand from the discard pile. On each card, it says how many resource cards it takes to bring them back. How's crafting work again? Once per turn, you may discard resource cards to pull non-resource cards back from your discard pile into your hand. This does not use action. Yeah, I don't know. I believe that the animal friends are there so you can start getting your other items going. But once you play them, they're just sitting there, and then you got these yellow cards. You just keep drawing schemes. This is just bad. Like, that's not good. You would get so destroyed by any aggressive fighter ever. Because you're having to make your defense, and the turn that you're trying to make your defense, you don't have defense. And so then you spend your ability to make the defense, and then what? I mean, what? You're just drawing these yellow cards, but you're using the yellow cards to pull defenses back. It's gross. Okay, so in the end, your deck would be a total of 33 to 36 cards. Yeah, that sounds right, and that's too many cards. So we need to fix that. I'll have to fix that later. Thank you for doing the math there. Okay, here's your speaker games. How many cards? Oh no, you know what? 33, 36 is actually not that big a deal because like some people have recursion, right? So it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Like, okay, it's not more than Electra. What do we think? That 33 to 36 is pretty big. Some people have a lot of extra cards, and they can do a lot more than that. Like Raphael, for example, could go forever, but not forever. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, these are good ones. Oh, these are so good. Oh my gosh. All right, this one's one of my favorites of all time, and I've played this one actually a lot. I've played this deck many times. We got Edge of Tomorrow, my favorite movie. It's an incredible movie. So we got Rita Vertesky. She's a hero. She's melee, 10 health. We got Sergeant Colonel Bill Cage, range 7 health. Ability is reset. The first time Bill Cage is defeated, reset his and Rita's Vertesky's health to full. Place Rita and your opponent's hero in the spaces they started the game in. Place the sidekicks that are still in play in their heroes' zones. Move 3. Remember, there's no courage without fear. Add 1 to the rest of your attacks this turn, or 2 if you've already reset. Your fighter takes 1 damage each attack. If you haven't watched this movie, go watch it. It's incredible. It's got everything. It's comedy, it's action, romance. It's got it all. It's mystery, sci-fi. Acting's great. The practical effects are incredible. Really good. Full Metal B-Word. It's a 3 value attack. During combat, you may boost this attack. If you don't, gain an action. 3 copies. That's great. That's a really good card. Angel of Verdun. Immediately, if you've already reset, your opponent discards a card, then you draw a card. That's cool. That's really strong. If you've already reset, your opponent draws a card, discards a card, and then you draw a card. That's really strong. You have to die every day until you change the outcome. After combat, deal 2 damage to a fighter in your zone. Plan of attack. Immediately, if you've already reset and your opponent's card's printed value is 3 or less, you may put this card back into your hand and play a different one. Whoa! So you definitely want to attack with this card and then swap it to deal massive damage. It would have to be a 1 or the chances of this being used is really rare actually, because if you attack with it and they feint it, which is most 2s, right? There are situations where this could actually work really well. That's cool. That's really good. Rarely will it... Well, 3 or less. Sorry, 3 or less. 2 or less. If it's less than 3, That makes it pretty crazy. But 3 or less, yeah, most likely they're blocking for 3 or less. That's pretty cool. That's a very good attack. Finally, when you wake up, place Rita Vertasky adjacent to the closest enemy. Place Bill Cage adjacent to Vertasky if he's still alive. Gain 1 action. These cards are making me laugh. Such a good, so good. Did you just take my battery? Immediately, you may swap spaces with Bill Cage. He becomes a defender. 2 copies. J Squad. After combat, choose one of the following. So you're either take 2 damage to choose 2 more. 3 total. Wow. Okay, so draw 1 card. Rita recovers 1 health. Move any fighter 1 space. Gain 1 action. Deal 5 damage to an opposing fighter. Return 1 attack card from your discard pile into your deck and shuffle it. That's pretty cool. And that is for Cage. That's Cage specific. Faint. Cancel all effects on your opponent's card. After combat, if you've already reset, draw 1 card. Nice. I need 3 more clips of 5.56, 8 grenades, and an extra battery. Cage. During combat, you may take 2 damage to boost this card. If you've already reset, draw 1 card and recover 1 health. Right, so because there's a point in the game where it's kind of like Achilles where you want him to die at some point to reset so that she can heal back up to full and your cards get better. So if they're ignoring Bill Cage, you're like, I got him to die, I need him to die, how can he die? And these are the cards that will let him die. So you're swapping, you're doing the J Squad to do that. And then this right here, you may take 2 damage to boost this card. If you've already reset, draw 1 card and recover 1 health. You gotta leap away. 3 value defense. Battle is the great redeemer. It's a fiery crucible. Immediately, if you've already reset, play this card face up. If you guess your opponent's attack value, they take no damage and cancel their card effect. During combat, if you haven't reset, you must change the attack. You must change the attack or defense. What? Oh, it must have been a reversal when I made it. If you haven't reset, you must change the attack or defensive value to its boost value. I must have made that only defense. So we can change that to... You must change the attack value to its... Yeah. That's better. Claymore and grenades. This is Cage only. Immediately deal 1 damage to both fighters in combat. After combat, if you've already reset, also deal 1 damage to all adjacent fighters. Nice. Yeah, he gets stronger. Wait though. If you've already reset, also deal 1 damage. How is he resetting? Isn't he dead? The first time Bill Cage is defeated, reset his and... Okay, so he can die once. You're going to have to kill him twice. Woo! That's right. I forgot about that. They have a lot of health. Their health will not need to go down then. That's a lot of health. Yeah, it's probably too high. I forgot about that. That looks too high to me. But maybe not. Maybe it's perfect. It might be perfect. I don't know. Because you're not using it. A lot of these effects, you're not using these cards until he's reset. So maybe he just goes down super easy first. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played it. That's cool. Mech suits. Add 1 to all of your attacks this turn. 1 damage. Gain an action. If you've already reset, add +1 to all your attacks for the rest of the game. Place this card face up next to your health dial. Your opponent may discard 2 cards at one time to discard this card. Right. So this was the thing that this was definitely the thing I was going for. I didn't know that it would be too OP. Not OP. I didn't know they would do a whole set where they just stay up for that forever until you didn't attack. So that's kind of interesting. But I like that you have to discard 2 cards to do it. So as long as you keep aggressing, that just stays up. So it's the same kind of thing in theory. These are the numbers I think written on her sword. I'm pretty sure, and it's just a 5. This card's boost value can. This card's boost value can only be used in combat, so you can't boost with the sword, but you can boost it as an attack, basically. I don't know. We've never gotten this far. This card's effects cannot be canceled immediately if you've already reset. This card's value is a 5 instead. That's cool. That's fun. I like that one. Again, played that one a good amount, and it works well. This is a fun little journey for me down memory lane. All right, so another one's really good. Jason Bourne is OP. I'm not gonna share it. It's not really. It's not. He's too OP right now, but it is a cool one. Gladiator's really cool. Pretty OP if I remember correctly. Die Hard. This is a fun one. I don't know if it's OP or not. I don't remember how many times I've played it. So we got John McClane is your hero, and then Bill Clay, Hans, is your sidekick. And you're like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. No, it's good. Oh, it's good. So 15 health, move 3. When you have discarded 10 cards, Bill Clay joins your opponent's team. From then on, once per turn, when you attack, you may gain 1 action. Clay may use all of your opponent's cards and has their lowest movement value. That's really cool. So when you discard 10 cards, you just give your opponent a sidekick with 5 health, and he's ranged, and he gets to use all their cards. That's awesome. But the benefit of that is that from then on, once per turn when you attack, you may gain 1 action. That's really strong as well. The card back is awesome. That's really cool. Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. John McClane, specific. You may move John up to 5 spaces through fighters. Gain 1 action. John, we got a defense. Shoot the glass. Shoot the glass. After combat, you may... This makes me watch all these movies, man. They're so good. After combat, you may move up to 2 spaces. If you do, take 1 damage. Okay. Holly? After combat, you may counterattack. Play an attack card. Your opponent takes damage equal to its boost value. That's cool. That's really good. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. During combat, your opponent discards 1 random card, and it adds its boost value to this card's attack. That's so genius. It's just a renamed ambush. That's great. You got some feints. You got 2 feints. A disengage. Place... choose an empty space in John's zone. Place him in that space, but it's a versatile, so that's really good. We got leap away. Yippee-ki-yay! Immediately, you may boost this attack. During combat, if you start this turn in a different zone, you may boost this attack again. Okay, so if you're not attacking twice with it, pretty much. Well, unless you comboed it with this one. That's a good combo. If you sneak in through the pipes, you drop down. Yippee-ki-yay! You can boost it twice. That's really strong. Computer bomb. During combat, deal 2 damage to the defender and all adjacent opposing fighters. Ooh. That's so much damage in the right scenario. So, which means you just play around it, which means it's really not. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's fine. It might need to be a 1 damage to all. But that's pretty cool, pretty strong. Fist with your toes. Drop the 2 cards, recover 2 health. That's a great card. Family photo. If Hans is not your sidekick, the value of this card is 5. If Hans is not your sidekick, cool. Sergeant Al Powell. If Hans is no longer your sidekick, the value of this card is 6. Is no longer your sidekick. Why did I write that differently? Is not your sidekick. Is no longer your sidekick? Those are the same thing. Why does it say that? That's confusing. No longer your sidekick. The value of this card is 5. If Hans is no longer your sidekick, the value of this card is 6. If he's no longer your sidekick, the value of this card is 5. Okay. Walkie-talkies. Yippee-ki-yay. Look at your opponent's hand. Draw 1 card, gain 1 action. Ooh. That's devastating. Hans, Bubby, I'm your White Knight. Deal 1 damage to one of your opponent's fighters in your zone. Draw up to 2 cards. Place John adjacent to Hans if he hasn't been defeated. He is super aggro. This is a really aggressive deck. William Clay called me Bill. The Bill is bad, but the William Clay. John and Hans each recovered 2 health. Even if Hans is your opponent's fighter, that's awesome. Place John adjacent to Hans if he hasn't been defeated. That's really funny. And 1 copy of that. Cowboy. During combat, if your fighter started this turn in a different zone, this card's value is 6 instead. So, power level seems too... I don't know. The ability is really good. Really good. Against fighters that don't want to fight melee, or don't want to, sidekicks, this is really tough because you're just gonna body block with Clay, so they have to kill him, right? If they have to come through that, so that's pretty tough. And then if they don't kill him, it's really cool. So like fighters like that, but then you're you may gain 1 action. So after every attack, you're gaining 1 action. That's really strong as well. Once per turn, when you attack, you may gain 1 action. And it's a may gain. That's also interesting. So I think to fix it, actually this. Really, the fix is this. Once per turn, when you attack, gain 1 action. There. Now you can't have that choice. Because that choice is like sometimes getting an action and your opponent moves away. You're like, great, I have to maneuver now. And you're closer to your discard. So this gives you a time. This gives you a timer, which is actually really cool. This puts you on a timer, thematic to the movies. We're saving that. That's beautiful. All right, let's look at this. So Joker was okay, not great. Gladiator is too strong. Punisher I was very proud of. And I believe this is a character that they said, like, that he is like, hey, just so you know, like, we've done this. Maybe that's my Frankenstein. Frankenstein's really good too. Punisher knife. So this is cool. These are your. You have different stances, and you're gonna be switching through your stances. Your different weapons, basically. Kind of like Moon Knight, but you're switching through your weapons thematically. So you're always the same mini in character. Interrogate. When you start your turn adjacent to an opposing fighter, you may let your opponent choose one for you to do. Draw 1 card, deal 1 damage to that fighter, or recover 1 health. Alright, so you're interrogating them with the knife. And then your M16. It's customizable. You may attach weapon upgrades to your M16 by placing them below this card. The attachments only affect the Punisher when he is using this weapon. And then your M60, mow him down. You may split damage dealt during your attacks to deal 1 damage up to 2 other fighters in your zone. You must have dealt at least 1 damage to the initial target. I'm not sure what that's saying exactly. I think it's just saying you have to deal 1 damage to the initial target, and then you can split that. I'm not sure. I don't remember. So, oh, and your movement, that's cool. Your movement's 3 with the knife, it's 2 with the M16, and it's 1 with the M60. That's awesome. That's so cool. And then Punisher handgun. It's not the size. Immediately after attacking with your first action, you may move it to 2 spaces. That's really cool. Extra rules. Punisher has 4 different weapons. He starts the game with his melee weapon and changes weapons at the end of every turn. He must switch from melee to ranged and ranged to melee. But you may choose whichever ranged weapon you want. When using card effects, you may switch from ranged to ranged. M60 damage dealt to the other fighter is subtracted from the damage dealt to the main target. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for those extra rules. That helped out. All right, cool. Artwork's awesome too. We got a 0. It's any. Nothing stops me. The latest idiots to try are Vapor. During combat, you may boost this attack. After combat, if you have no cards left in your hand, put this card back into your deck and then shuffle your deck. You may boost the attack. If you have no cards left in your hand, put this card back into your deck and shuffle your deck. So if this is your very last card in the game, you can just keep going with it. That's kind of cool. That's like the thought process behind it, I guess. But then you're just attacking. I'm not sure the use of that card. That's not very good. I guess it kind of gives you a little bit of life. Sniper rifle, it's a 5. This attack may only be used on an enemy outside of your legal range. It does not give any weapon effects. That's cool. So this is just a sniper rifle, an extra weapon, but it's not a mode. You can just attack with this. Basically, you can attack anybody on the board, it looks like, but just not within your legal range. Or is it a ranged attack? That's interesting. I don't know what that needs to be written better. That needs to be clarified a little better. Shotgun. This attack may only be used on an enemy that's 2 or less spaces away. It does not give any weapon effects. Immediately, if the defender is adjacent to you, this card's value is 5 instead. We got your M16. So M203 grenade launcher. During combat, you may boost this card. After combat, if you won the combat, deal 1 damage to all fighters adjacent to the defender. Your M60 Hog machine gun. Don't forget to mow them down. Right. You can split the damage. That's really cool. But basically, it looks like you could attack a 1 health sidekick with this gun. As long as you deal 1 damage to that 1 health sidekick, you then deal whatever's left to another fighter in your zone. You may split damage during your attacks to deal 1 damage to up to 2 other fighters in your zone. Up to 2 other fighters. Oh, okay. I gotta think about this if I'm gonna balance it and make it a little better. Something's not perfectly right there. M16, don't forget it's customizable. Handgun, Derringer Berettas are 1911. They'll all kill. Don't forget it's not the size. After combat, gain 1 action. Oh, that's awesome. So you can do that plus the other stuff that you're allowed to do. 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime, triple attack. Oh, triple attack. The second and third attacks effects from this card cannot be canceled. No, that should be cancelable, but that's okay. We'll have to fix it later, maybe. I probably just wanted the first triple attack ever. That's so awesome, but crazy. Gerber MK2. This card's effects cannot be canceled. After combat, you may interrogate. So this is the knife. You may interrogate if you're adjacent to at least 1 enemy. I love the interrogating. That's a really cool effect. Feint. You're gonna cancel all effects on the weapons card. You may switch to any weapon. That's awesome. That makes a lot of sense. Immediately, you may interrogate once for each of your opponent's fighters that are adjacent to you. That's really cool. I have work to do. Read your newspaper every day and you'll understand. Move the opposing fighter up to 2 spaces. You may switch to a different weapon. Then, if this was used as an attack, gain 1 action. If this was used as a defense, draw 1 card. Okay. That's fair. They don't know death and war are my allies. You may boost this card if you won the combat. Recover 2 health. I don't know if you guys like this, but I like the old movie. It's the one with John Travolta. That's an underrated Punisher movie. Obviously, John Bernthal's an incredible actor, an incredible Punisher, but that John Travolta one, where he's the bad guy, that's a really really good, underrated. This artwork made me think of it. We got a regroup. A lot of 1 copies here. A lot of 1 copies. It's not how much it hurts, it's how much you think it'll hurt. You may deal yourself 2 damage if you do draw 1 card. After combat, deal damage to the attacker equal to the total damage you received this fight. Okay. Is that the best you can do? Immediately deal 2 damage to all adjacent opposing fighters. Recover 2 health if no opposing fighter is adjacent to you. That's awesome. That's a knife form. We got War Vet. This card, play this card and place it face up next to your character cards. Use this card's boost value to boost the next attack you make using a card with a printed value of 3 or lower. That's awesome. That's a really cool card. It's very unique. Now that that's over with. All right, choose 2, recover 2 health, draw 2 cards, place Punisher in any space, gain 1 action. That's awesome. Your M16. So now we got the attachments for the M16. So there's 4 of them. Attach this card to your M16 and gain 1 action. At the end of the turn in which you attacked with your M16, return all attachments back into your deck. At the end of the turn in which you attacked with your M16, return all attachments back into your deck. Shuffle. Once per turn, when you attack, you may draw 1 card. More bullets. Attach it. You're attaching it. You're attacking. At the end of the turn, when you attacked with it, return these attachments back into. It should say you may return, because I don't think you'd want to put these into your. You may not want to put these in your deck, because at some point they're just gonna clog it up. That's kind of weird. It might be really good. I don't know. This is kind of weird. You can get screwed with those schemes at some point, but that's pretty cool. You got a suppressor, so when you attack this turn, you cannot be moved by your opponent, and your opponent cannot move their fighters. They don't know where you are. All right, so that's the theming of it. That doesn't really do much. Add 1 damage to your attacks this turn. That's for your armor-piercing bullets. And then you got optics. Once per turn when you attack, you may return a non-scheme M16 or any card from your discard pile to your deck and then shuffle. You miss less. That's cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool deck. Obviously, like, that's definitely one of the first ones I ever made. Like, pretty cool though. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired, boys. 5 of you are still hanging on. And if 5 of you are still hanging on, then on we go. I'm almost done. We're almost done. I do have. I think I've talked about this one before. I love this one. I really do love this one. This is a very, very fun deck. Very proud of it. And if you've not seen the movie, go watch it, guys. Netflix. I obviously made this way before that movie came out, but the Netflix Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is the best Frankenstein movie ever to exist. It's obviously very different than Young Frankenstein, and you can't really compare the two. But I would I'd rather watch the other one. I think it depends on your group. If it's a group night, like a group movie night, sure, Young Frankenstein. But which one's better? I mean, dude, the Frankenstein is a masterpiece. So, anywho's characters, we got Dr. Frankenstein and we have the monster. So Grave Robber. Once per turn, as an action, you may draw cards off the top of your deck until you draw a body part. If you drew more than 1 card, discard 1 card, then shuffle all the other cards back into your deck. So you may draw in searching for your body parts. You don't have to, but you may. If you drew more than 1 card, you have to discard a card. Then you're going to shuffle everything else back into your deck. And you have 12 health as Dr. Frankenstein. man, I'm sore. And then the monster. You have 8 health and you're melee. Both of them are melee. Abandoned and motivated. At the start of your turn, you may draw 1 card if Dr. Frankenstein is dead or not in the monster's zone. And then you have 8 health and 0 movement. Thematically, you start the game while being operated on. Alright? So that's why you have 0 movement. You can't walk. Extra rules. So there's a lot of these extra rules because it's to help you understand what's happening. So the body part rules. You may only use a max of 4 of the body part cards on each upgrade. Your first 3 choices must be different. The max he could increase his printed value by is 4. Printed health by is 16. Movement is by 8. And boost value is by 8. That's pretty crazy. So you can use the enhancement cards to track your body part choices. So, oh, that's so cool. So basically, you're gonna be upgrading as you get these body part cards. As Dr. Frankenstein is working on the monster, you're increasing either his printed value by 1, his movement by 2, his boost values by 2, his health by 4. You're choosing those. Every time you put a body part card on, you are creating the monster how you want him to be made. So he could be just a massive hitter that can't move much. He could be just a Sinbad running around the board, move 8. He could be a tanky truck of a man with 0 movement. And then he could have some boost values, which I don't know what the boost values are for, but we'll find out, I guess. All right, then cover card. So you would, if you had these printed out, you would just use a cover card, just to have it where you're just like dropping it down to see where you're at with your pluses. But just if you just have any, you can just keep track of it. It's not hard. It's not hard. You can figure it out. So we got feints. You got 2 feints. I guess first let me show you the schemes. All right, here's the body part cards. So when you play this card, choose 1. Add 1 to your printed value, add 4 to health, add 2 to movement, add 2 to all boosts. Only affects the monster's interactions. You can use your enhancement cards to track. When you've played all 6 body parts, yell, "It's alive!" and then draw 1 card. And it's just saying that your first 3 choices must be different. Besides that, you can just keep going, which is why the max that it can increase your health would be 16, your printed value by 4, movement 8, boost by 8. So you'll have 6 total things that you get to upgrade, though. So you got feints. You got this monster-specific card. If I cannot satisfy the one, I will indulge the other. After combat, if you won the combat, deal 1 damage to all adjacent fighters. If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear. During combat, you may boost this card. So this is where the boosting matters, apparently. Only 2 copies of it, which would be 3 for that to be worth it. Oh no, there's more boost cards coming up. Cool. It isn't finished yet. Immediately, if Dr. Frankenstein is not defeated and is adjacent to the monster, Dr. Frankenstein is now the defender. So he can protect his creation as he needs to. Monster. Life is dear to me, and I will defend it. Immediately, you may boost this card. If you won combat, recover 2 health. Monster, beware, for I am fearless and therefore powerful. So that will become it could become a 4 or 7 value attack. Body parts. When you play this card, choose 1. We already talked about that. 4. Dr. Frankenstein. You'll do quite nicely. After combat, you may draw 2 cards, or you may search your deck for 1 body parts card and add it to your hand. So you just got to declare it, before you do it. Dr. Frankenstein specific. Please let me finish. Defense only. Immediately draw 2 cards. After combat, you may move up to 2 spaces. So you're really just trying to create this monster so you can get him out on the board and attack with him. Regroup. After combat, draw 1 card. If you won the combat, draw 2 cards instead. Momentous shift. If your fire started this turn in different spaces, this card's value is 5 instead. That's cool, and it won't be buffed. It'll just be a 5, at best. But I think when I made this deck, it was probably thinking that the 5 could become a 9, maybe not. I don't know. Skirmish. If you won the combat, choose one of the fighters in the combat to move them to 2 spaces. So it could be a 6. It's alive. This card's value is increased by 1 for each body part card in your discard pile. That's really cool. So that could be. That's a really good card. There's only 1 copy. That's awesome. So that 0 could be a. We got 6 of those plus 4, so 10. That could be a 10. That's really cool. That's super thematic. Yeah, it's a good deck. It's definitely not busted at all. But I made this one around the same time as I made Alien. I love the idea of like something is on the board and it's not like finished yet. It has to get to a point, but like while this is like hatching or being worked on, the opponent's gonna be attacking it and like trying to stop it. It's like the quicker, as soon as they can kill, they really want to kill Dr. Frankenstein quickly, because if you can kill Dr. Frankenstein, the monster is done. Yeah. Body parts are Dr. Frankenstein specific, so I love that. I love that part of it. So they're trying to just destroy Dr. Frankenstein as soon as possible, and as soon as he's done, the work on the monster is complete, and the monster will be just trying to wreak havoc. The boost value one is interesting. I don't think that is worth it, because there's only 4 cards that you can boost with. So now it would increase your movement a lot, of course, but I need to add more boostable attacks and cards. Yeah. I think I need to add more boostable cards in here. So what can we boost with? Oh, here you go. I know what we do. This is so easy. Oh, so easy. I just need to add situational things. If Dr. Frankenstein is dead, then you may boost this card. That kind of thing, right? Or if he's dead, deal damage equal to the boost value. That'll make it nice. That'll be really good, because then at that point he's already dead, which means you probably didn't get completely built, most likely, possibly. And if it is, you're still waiting for that. It's a timing card, so you don't want to use it until that time, and so then it's more telegraphed and less strong. So that's also really helpful. So what card could we do it with? Let's look. Okay, this one. Let's go with what did we just say? We don't want to boost this one. This is already too strong. So after combat, deal damage to an opposing to an adjacent opposing fighter. Whoa. Equal. I don't know how this is normally written. I'm too tired to think about it, like to process this right. Opposing fighter equal to this card's boost value. There you go. That's great. Because guess what? I mean, if you sit there and you just boost, if you increase that boost value, and now we need to make it definitely not a 2, because it can be up to what, an 8, right? We said that 8 value. That's already so huge. So if we go 0, it can't be boosted. Well, it needs to be a 0. Okay. I guess we could do a 1. Is that just too strong? No, they can just save your feints for that. That's not too bad, because that means to get it to an 8, they would have spent 3 body parts just to increase. No, they spent 4 body parts just to increase it to an 8, which means they only get. No. If you have to spend 3 choices on different. Oh no, but you could do 1, 2, 3, and then the last 3. So you could do 4, right? So plus 8. If you just did that, you would only have 2 other enhancements, right? So let's say you went with movement because you need movement. So you went with a move 2 fighter, and let's say that you did +1 on your printed values. So a move 2 fighter with +1 printed values, and then +8 on your boost. That would make you an 8 health. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you've already taken damage probably this game. I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine actually. If you want to sell out for that one thing, of like, of deal. I mean, against Faintless, it's pretty strong, right? Really strong. This is interesting. This is really cool. It's fun to think about. It's a really strong card. I think it's good. I think that's good. And then what we'll do is we'll make one more boostable. Oh no. Here we go. I forgot to add this in. If the actually right here. This effect only triggers if Dr. Frankenstein is defeated. Yeah, that's better. That's not bad at all. Cool. All right, and then again, makes it more telegraphed a little better. I think the print value is fine there. Is it? Should it be a 2? Yeah, it should be a 2. All right, and let's look for another one. One more card to add a boost thing to. Otherwise, we don't want that. Regroup. Sure, we'll make this a situational one again. So this is gonna be like this. It's gonna say after combat. So during combat, if I don't know if I copied it or not, but I'm too tired. Again, if Dr. Frankenstein is defeated, you may boost this card. It's a heck of a regroup. That should not be called regroup at this point. That should be called something else with like Frankenstein theme. I wish I remembered some of the lines from that movie or from the book. All right, we're gonna call it Vengeance, or For My Master or something. For my creator. That sounds like a quote, doesn't it? Alright. Done. Dunsky. Love it. That's a cool deck. I hope these are going straight to the thing. I'll have to go look at it and see, but I don't know if they are. 12:30. I gotta go to bed. Any other deck I have to show you guys? I do want to show you Oppenheimer, but we'll do it later. Another day. Winnie the Pooh. I love the Winnie the Pooh one. Scrooge is pretty cool. Hacksaw Ridge needs work, but it's a cool idea. Golem is really good, and it goes along the same lines as it's very similar lines as the Frankenstein. Did I make it? Did I perfect it though? It's pretty good. All right, this will be the last one, guys. So we got Golem and we have Smeagol. 16 health both, melee. So you're either one or the other. You're not both. So Rage. Golem must blind boost every attack as an added effect. Invisibility. Golem may boost when he defends. And move 4 as Golem. Smeagol. The ring calls to me. I'm not going to do his voice for each one. At the start of every turn, you may search the top 5 cards of your deck for the One Ring, adding it to your hand if it's there. If it's not there, put those 5 cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. And so he's just a move 2. As Golem, he's just a rage monster. It's so cool. The One Ring rules. It does. The One Ring may not be discarded or used by any card effects by your opponent. If it is ever selected by your opponent, they may choose a different card instead. The One Ring stays in your hand. The One Ring places card face up in front of you, immediately changing to Golem. Gain 1 action, remain Golem, unless at the start of your opponent's turn they may discard 1 card to shuffle this card back into your deck. If they do, immediately change to Smeagol. So they can discard at the start of their turn to make you not be Golem. But you can be searching for it as soon as they do that. You got Feints. Boost values need to be higher. If this is... there's some 4s and stuff. Jeez. If there's recursion, then we're set. There needs to be recursion. We got regroups. We got Feints. Ambush. Your opponent discards 1 random card. Add its boost value to this card's attack value. Of course, it's an ambush. I shouldn't have read it. Disengage. Choose an empty space in this fighter's zone. Place this fighter in that space. That's really smart for this deck. Makes a lot of sense. Jeez. Oh my goodness. A 4 value, blind boosting it. Man, they're never going to let you be Golem, ever. So you basically, you could get on your turn, right? You draw your cards. You become Golem. You move in, you attack. And then their turn is they just... Alright, no, you're no longer Golem. We wants it. We needs it. Must have precious. They stole it from us. Search the top 10 cards of your deck and add any card to your hand. And add any 1 card to your hand. Oh my gosh. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. Okay. That's cool. There's 3 of those, and it's a 4 value boost, so it's a really good boost for the blind value, the blind stuff for your rage attacks. Smeagol, never Smeagol, wouldn't hurt a fly. That's hard to look at. After combat, you may move up to 2 spaces. Cool. You may boost this card. Okay, then that needs to be a 2. Because that's already disgusting. That's so good. If you're blind boosting, you can turn it to a 4, then you boost it with another 4. That becomes a 10. No way. That's too good. That's too strong. There should not be... Here. If Smeagol, however you wanna... Let's get that. If Smeagol... Look, keep that? Yeah, there we go. you may boost this card. Fixed. Done. And then if Golem, you may draw a card there. Fine. Draw. Ooh, you may keep. Okay, this is cool. That's actually really cool. I love this. If Golem, keep the card you boosted with from Rage. That makes sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Keep the card that you boosted with from Rage instead of discarding it. That's a sick. That's a good adjustment, team. Good adjustment. We can go back to 3 now. All right. Still really strong, but that's better. Move to shift. Cool. I don't know why there's a shift in this deck. It doesn't make sense, but it's fine. 5, commanding impact. We're blind boosting this? No. No, he doesn't need a commanding impact. He's too strong. Oh, but there's no recursion. Oh, there's no recursion at all. Dude, he's going to get kited so hard. There's no recursion. Oof. Too many boost 4s. So many boost 4s. I know why it's a boost 4, because you don't want to, if you lose it, you're just so sad. You're like, oh man, I lost it. No, but that's fine. That's better. And it's not a commanding impact. It's going to be called Golem. 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 Do I already have a card called Golem? How could I not? I don't. There you go. And thematically it doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Immediately cough. What can we make this? Immediately swear loyalty to your opponent. Immediately. Ooh, so sick. You dude, this is so good. All right, change to Golem. Dude, that's so sick. So now you're attacking as Schmiegel, right? And then you're just gonna absolutely mess them up with an attack they don't see coming. That's awesome. Because you're actually glowing the whole time and they didn't know it. That's beautiful. I like it. I like it. I like it. Unless does that mess up? Let's see if that messes up though. If you're Golem but you don't have the ring in your hand, what happens? Does that mess up things? For this attack only. Done. Change to Golem for this attack only. No, I'll just change it. This is just easier to explain. Blind boost this attack. That's so much easier to explain in terms of Unmatched. And then thematic flavor will be this. You're actually Golem, but sneaky. Beautiful. That's art. That's poetic. And this is why sometimes I'll change stuff like this. I hate the way it's spaced out, so we're gonna fix that. There you go. You're actually Golem but sneaky, and then we had a little enter there, and it looks so much better. Immediately blind boost this deck. Wow, that's incredible. And now, of course, this has to be a Smeagol specific, because you're a little sneaky. hope we don't have too many Schmeagle cards. Okay, good. That's the only attack as him. So that's really perfect. Dude, that deck is now we are chilling. That deck is so good. Needs to be smaller. You're blind boosting the attack. It could be an 8. That's too good. Make that a 7 at best. Right? How many boost 4s do we have and stuff? A lot of boost 3, so it's probably gonna be a 6. It's still really good. And you're attacking when they're not expecting it to be a big attack, so they're gonna be throwing their smaller defenses. Again, yeah, so that's pretty good. That's really good. Alright, that's a good deck. That's a good one. Give that one a test run, everybody. Yeah, hey, Amazing Jays. Yeah, you're welcome. Said thanks for showing how the card creation tools works on the website. I never played around with this before. Yeah, once you go, if you start tinkering with it, it's really fun. And then once you bring it over to your app, so the app again is Unlimited Decks. So like you can just, that doesn't fix anything. There we go. So you can like go through and see your different decks and stuff. It's really fun. It works well. I love how this stream massively morphed from a painting unboxing to custom deck discovery. Did I go through all the ones I needed to go through that are just like near and dear to my heart? Yeah. Yes, I did. All right, those are my favorite ones. I had a whole thing about, I was gonna talk about the Kickstarter. I was gonna chat about this. Yeah, man. Good night, CityRunner. Glad you were here. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, guys, if you're into heavier games, guys, Brass Pittsburgh looks really good. It's expensive, okay, but watch this trailer. It is the greatest board game trailer of all time. Can I watch it here with you guys? How's that work? I wonder if you guys are hearing that noise. I'm gonna stop it. You guys need to watch this to get the full effect. Guys, you guys gotta just go to the website. Okay, it's on GameFound, gamefound.com, and then you're gonna go look for Brass Pittsburgh. But it looks so good, and there's 3 covers you can choose from. I went with the where is it? I went with this one. Look, come on. Come on. How incredible is that? So obviously a nod to There Will Be Blood. But you can choose, and then they got like this upgraded components, so many upgraded components, of course. It is expensive. It's like $120 or something. So, I mean, don't do it unless you want to play it. Unless you're gonna play it. But oh man, looks really good. Looks very fun. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. So, I would love to. I don't know when. Next time I'll get someone to the table and we'll play some actual Unmatched. If I had to bet, it'd probably be my wife. But I got a friend that said he's going to come over. We're going to play. Not sure when that's going to happen. So yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. I forgot. These look so good. I'm looking back at these and they look so good. So artist did a great job going back to that, and I'm excited. I'm excited to start this. I'm definitely gonna use them for my Unmatched and everything. Again, that is painted I'm so tired at this point. Painted something, right? I'm too tired. Painted Junkies. Painted Junkies. Thank you, Painted Junkies. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, it is a popular series. You were right, CityRunner. As always, this is your captain signing off. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was a blast, and I'll see you guys in the next one.